strangle you.
Like, oh yeah, here's a puzzle. What is your character's detailed opinion on Fortnite? That's the puzzle.
To be fair, this group is this is the one that I bitch about how they just try to break the game and just try to beat me, and there's not a lot of role play. They just play it like a fucking video game. So
Sure.
I'm kind of like trying to find reasons for them to not want to play with me, so I can to play with them.
Have you
You
considered?
just tell them to fuck off.
Have you considered talking to them like an adult?
No,
what's in
because
it
they're all babies. Because I still want to hang out and do things because they're still my friends. But if I say I don't like how you play D&D, they'll be like, "Well, maybe it's just how you play D&D. Get the fuck out and never come back."
Jeez.
Well, you see, you could
They're all
always
babies.
pull my mommy said I can't play with you anymore.
Honest to
Yeah,
God, I would straight up just drop the whole, what's like that? Excuse me.
Pretense?
No. I mean, yes, but no.
I am straight up not having a good time, my guy.
No. Do what I do whenever I have to be slightly manipulative or want to get out of a commitment socially. I lie. And I use someone else that I can reference and someone who is actually a visible or an observable aspect of my life, and I'm just like, in your example, I would be like, sorry,
I have a 5-year-old. Yeah, all the time. All the time I use that.
I would love to play the game, but I cannot because Emily is pregnant with cancer.
No, Isaac, literally, just like when your baby is born, just say you're really busy, even though you're dropping very few other engagements.
Right,
oh yeah, no, this is the first time I've run D&D for them. Let's just put it this way. This was a one-shot I ran because we were down a person. We have been running the one that I'm actually quote-unquote running for them. We've been doing Dragon Heist since last February.
Oof. I just finished Dragon Heist with my other group last night.
Not February 22, February 21.
Yeah.
We're still we're in the chase is where we're at.
Yeah, my group did a very expanded Dragon Heist that I ran the Alexandrian remix to a big degree. Thoroughly had to rewrite the setting because it's in a different world. We finished a day after to the year we started. We started in February. We started May 15th of 21 and we finished on May 16th of 22.
I still really like our Elminster comes and tells us to get it the fuck together plan.
Well, see, this one was supposed to be an abridged Dragon Heist, pretty to the book, because I was originally going to use it, to be my setup into Dragon Heist. They were going to come out of wherever they were doing. I mean, not to Curse of Strahd. They were going to come out and whoop, there's the mist. Go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm.
No money for you.
Yeah, kind of like how truncated Candlestick Dragon Heist was.
Yeah. So it was only going to be 4 to 6 sessions. And it's only been 4 sessions. It's just those 4 sessions have been more than a year because everybody has an excuse always, and I'm just like, we're not running Curse of Strahd.
Yeah. You know what's really funny about the Elminster thing, Josh? Is that generally speaking, Elminster doesn't give a fuck. He's actually a really laid-back dude.
I just feel like Vecna's a big enough thing that he'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Well, that's exactly it. Because he'd just be like, "Oh there, wanderer. Let me just peruse my list of adventure." What the fuck? You did what? What the fuck did you do? Oh, you. It's like that. It's like that old Vine where it's like a good neighbor, Allstate is there. What the fuck? You better buy a bicycle. Oh man, I am better. I'm not sick anymore, but my body still thinks that I am sick because I have mucus in my lungs. And I have good time. I have what is essentially permanent postnasal drip, and I have for several years. And I should probably see a doctor about that. But
we all know you got that drip, Tyler.
What can I say?
Yesterday I had a nosebleed so bad that I scared Tyler.
I actually almost threw up.
It was in the bathtub, and the water wasn't clear anymore.
Oh my!
No, it was really rough.
Oh.
And she's
I have a video of it. I sent my friend because they would appreciate it. But Tyler,
no, she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna send
in the bathtub."
Yes.
That's the opposite of what you should do.
Mm-hmm. No,
My
she.
nose has been really,
That's
really
all-
dry all day.
That's
And-
how people commit suicide, Kim.
No, yeah, she just sends me a video. She's like, I'm gonna take a video and send it to my hemophobic. Oh my god, no, that sounds bad. I'm
My
gonna send
homophobic boyfriend.
it. I'm gonna send this
That
video.
would be
Well, I'm glad
wild.
we
It
finally
came
said
out
it.
that Tyler was homophobic.
No, my
Oh
yeah,
my
That
God,
would be
could you
crazy
imagine?
given who a good bit of his friends are.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
exactly.
what I'm saying.
I have
Yeah,
so-
we all come in one day and Tyler's like, Chick-fil-A, it's so good.
my literal bisexual fiance. No, but like,
It's like, by the way, have y'all accepted Christ and our Lord and Savior?
okay, but Christians on Tumblr are mad at me right now.
Yeah, Tyler did make Tumblr Christians mad.
Yeah, I made.
I mean, to be
Again,
fair,
whatever.
Tumblr Christians are mad at other Tumblr Christians, so
Yeah,
you
I
don't have to
recently
do
learned
much.
that they're starting the Catholic Protestant divide part 2, and
yes.
I'm like, bro, we already did this one.
No,
yeah, no,
yeah,
my family,
I thought the
my family has
Protestants
told
did that on purpose.
my super Protestant family has. Some of them have told me that I'm burning in hell because I'm Catholic now. So yeah, that's a
Bro,
thing.
What the fuck? It's all different
what do you-
flavors.
Love you too, Pop Pop.
You can't be praying to no woman.
It's the same book.
Nuh-uh, us Baptists, we don't pray to women.
Yeah, you also don't get
Depends
them
on the
off, so...
Baptist.
But, you know, the one thing they can come together. The one
I'm
thing
really
they
glad
cook
that
on,
they're
a
not
cookout.
No, the one
A
thing
fucking
they
cookout.
Would you like me to make the joke that will get me canceled very badly? The
Yeah,
one,
go
Yes.
for it.
the one thing they can come together on is underage children.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it's
Yeah,
like,
there's
dude,
that one.
No, my family, we only talk about religions in vague terms because a good bit of my family is Baptist, but a good bit of my family is also Catholic.
Ooh, so you know the fight. It's fun.
Yeah, my Christmases are really silly, but we generally just don't bring up the divide between the two
Billy is
because
a word for it, yes.
yeah, look, I don't have the energy for that.
Emily's grandma has also been like 4 different flavors of Christian over her
Yeah,
lifetime.
she's like
What's
started
fine?
Catholic,
Oh,
and then
so
she
she's
was
not- she's
Lutheran.
It's Neapolitan for God.
Yeah, she's like
What's
Catholic,
fun
and then
is
she's
when you get into
Lutheran,
these
and then-
conversations and then you go, I don't think any of you are right, so I mean...
Oh yeah, no man. Yeah, Christmas, like generally a god is prayed to, and that is about the extent of my family's.
Baba
Dear
Yaga.
sweet baby, non-denominational Jesus.
Baba
laying in a
Yaga,
sweet little
who are-
manger.
Yeah.
Baba Yaga, who art in Slavic folklore, hallowed be thy chicken foot hut.
No, we went to my aunt's house one time because they bought like a new house and it's by a river, and we were like, oh, let's go see it. And then she had a timeline of the worlds on her walls,
And
the
it all went back to like
timeline
4,000
begins-
years? Like,
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep. And I
It
was
goes
like,
back to
oh,
like 2000
oh
BC
God.
and you're like, oh no,
2 of her
you're...
kids are homeschooled. Oh
you're a
no.
You're a fundamentalist.
Oh,
I have
no.
I have a friend in college who's like one of my best friends now, who legitimately at one point was like, yeah, my church doesn't believe in, like, we think that the earth is like 10,000 years old. And I was like, how do you explain dinosaurs? And he's like, well, I mean, scientifically, like, carbon dating doesn't really work. And I was like, you're a fucking idiot, actually. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, my
Some
best friend in
places
high
believe
school.
that Satan put him there, so who fucking knows?
My best friend in high school, like I went to his church once with him when I was in high school, and he was like, "Hey, just so you know, there's gonna be some," because he really didn't believe it, but it was one of those like, I'm gonna be there because I respect my parents kind of thing. But the second I turn 18, deuces. So he's like, "Hey, just so you know, they're gonna say some shit, and just
the word.
don't laugh, just don't
roll with
laugh."
it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
No promises.
I was like,
bro, please
what?
don't make fun of the congregation, bro.
And so we get there, and like they start out with their opening hymns, and it's literally just a book of words, like it's just text. And I was like, "Where's the music?" He's like, "Oh, that's some shit. We don't believe in music because you might dance, and dancing can lead
Oh,
you
no.
to relations where you
You're
could sin
Puritan.
and have sex and die." I was like,
Alright.
oh, good. So what do you do
No.
for hymns? And what proceeded to happen, literally in tandem, they all just start yelling the like the quote unquote hymns, like they're just yelling like text,
Yeah,
That's
demon
like-
chants. Yeah.
like
I
a
guess
hymn,
so.
quote unquote.
You're
And I'm just
lucky
like,
they didn't
what
start
the-
speaking in tongues, my guy. Like,
I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like,
Even
yep.
Catholic priests who take a vow of celibacy sing. Like, come on.
Have I told you about my my dear friend who I love very much, who does like attend born again kind of congregational stuff?
Born-agains are a whole new flavor of fun.
for his wedding, I was in the groom party, and there was a moment where everyone who was in the bridal and the groom parties had to channel Jesus energy into them while they were doing their vows. We
There's
literally
also a dry wedding in
we-
southern Louisiana.
Did you secretly channel Satan?
I can't reveal my trade secrets, Isaac. No, but literally, like the priest is and like I can't even say the priest because he was more like, you know, a deacon or something. But he's just
Pastor.
like, and we will now, and the power of the Lord shall work through your loved ones and friends and family. And he had us fucking reach our hands out and like fucking give energy to the Jesus spirit bomb as they were fucking getting wed. And I'll never forget that for as long as I live.
Be like, my dude, I got you. I put a little bit of sex energy into your bride.
I put a little bit of Four Loco in it.
Well, and now they have a child, so worked.
Yeah.
obviously.
And Emberly is a very healthy young baby. So yeah, it all
Who
worked
looks
out.
exactly like her mom.
Yep.
Like Gabe. But he gave some genetics in there somewhere.
If she took too much after Gabe, she'd be bald at the age of like 5. So you know, my poor boy.
Yeah.
All right. So that's my fun Jesus story.
Yeah, that's a good one,
Thank you.
man.
No,
That-
it was great.
The sad thing is, I know just enough about religion that I can vividly imagine this.
Oh yeah.
I
and-
just went to a Presbyterian church where everybody was vaguely hidden racist. Like,
Yeah.
y'all have some crazy shit going
You're
on.
lucky that it was vague. Oh, by the way, another
Oh,
thing about
no.
that wedding was that there was 40 minutes of worship music, which I did not attend, because both me, my mother, and the groom's mother were upset that it was a dry wedding. So while they did 40 minutes of fucking bad acoustic, Lord, you let me up on high, we went to the back of the groom's mother's van and drank s'more schnapps.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Mm-mm.
I just like, I don't need to get drunk to enjoy a wedding, but when you say that this wedding is very specifically going to have no alcohol served, you know the type of wedding it's going to be.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
It was.
there,
It looked.
there are rare exceptions.
Sure.
There are some that it's like it's a dry wedding, wink, wink, and it's literally because the church won't let you, but we're all
Right.
sneaking booze in.
BYOB. Hey, look, this dude is a very dear friend of mine, and even though I don't share his religious convictions, I love him dearly. But man, that 40 minutes of worship after like everything, where we had to wait for that to be over before we could eat, I was not feeling it. I was not a huge fan. Oh god. Speaking of religious experiences, who wants to play D&D?
We're actually role playing church tonight, so.
I am going to play. I'm gonna play
Get on your
a.
knees and start sucking.
I was about to say I'm gonna play a halfling altar boy with a high charisma.
And fat chubby cheeks.
What it is one of you plays the priest, the other one, everybody else rolls a d20, and whatever you roll is your age, and the priest has to guess who's acceptable and who's not.
Oh no!
Your question, all you are.
That's not true. There's 19 and 20 in there.
We're going to hell, but it's okay.
Look,
Well, there was never any doubt.
Are we wrong? Did it not happen?
No. There has been a bit of a rash of child predation in some of the churches. There's been a
Some
little
of the kids. I bet some of the kids have a rash now for sure.
Yeah.
There's been a little bit of whoopsie doodle. Wait, what was that?
You heard me.
No, I did not. And I'm kind
That's
of glad
exactly what you think he said.
Oh, fuck me. I hope I can, like, stay alive during
Too-
this.
Too old. Too old.
Like, most of the time, being an altar boy is a boring thing. But it did
That's for
even
the best.
happen where I live, so lets you know.
Mm-hmm.
Best case scenario, you wake up early and you have chores at church.
I got out unscathed for my first communion, so it was fine. Look at me
Yikes.
now. I'm playing a literal devil man.
Yeah, no. When I did my when I converted, they basically when you do that first confession and you're almost 30, you have a whole shit ton of sins to repent for. And
Well,
And,
building them up.
yeah, I got like what, I was 27, I think. So yeah, I had 27 years worth of sinning to repent for. So they literally just give you a little book of like all the sins, and you just literally turn page by page. Yep, done that a lot, done that a little, done that some.
Dear diary, today.
Hilarious.
Dear diary, today I jacked it. Dear diary, today I jacked it.
No, this is in the confession booth. Like you literally, like, you have the book in front of you of all the sins, and you like
It's a
first
sin
thing, like,
reference.
you killed. I've killed people 0 times. I've lied, like, but you got to have as close to the prediction that it is. And there's like the major sins, the ones that'll get you to hell, and then there's the minor sins, the ones that you can technically do, but you might spend some time in purgatory. And
Like,
and
no,
it
I
got
don't remember.
I would love if
And
they
it
gave
was-
you like a tally of how much time you're going to
Scorecard.
spend in different parts of the afterlife.
And one of the thing in the minor sins is engaged in satanic worship, such as tabletop role-playing games.
That's a minor?
No.
Role playing?
Fuck
Yeah, no,
yeah!
we can do it, but we just got to do some purgatory. We're not going to burn in hell for D&D.
Do you
But
think you...
I have a question.
God,
Can I
man.
still play D&D in Purgatory?
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah, they're all gonna be there. So
We're
like,
gonna
Yeah,
be
but-
here for a while, so I mean,
My
fucking...
party's gonna be there. Why would I? Well, except for maybe Isaac now, but
In that little sin book, you have to tell me if jacking off was addressed.
you know it was.
Yeah, you
So-
can't spill seed. Literally, okay. So in my classes to convert, this is the most wild thing ever. In order, like we were talking about, this dude was real big on don't kill the babies. So like the way he taught the class was every week was a different one of the 10 Commandments, and somehow all of the 10 Commandments had something to do about not killing babies.
Thou
I'm just
shalt
like,
not. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's aborted fetus.
Thou
yeah.
shalt not-
And so
Oh my god.
one of them, somehow we got in a conversation about like
I'll be right back. I can hang up the
like
laundry.
Alright,
how if you want kids but you can't like have kids, like you still shouldn't do certain things. And it was like, even if you need to have a fertility test, what you have to do is you have to wear a special condom that still, and you poke, it has holes. That way you still hold on, because you can't waste your seed. Like, sex is meant to have, so you have children. So you have to like have the special condom that like lets most of the sperm out, because you still could get your wife pregnant. And then whatever's left, you could let the fertility specialist test.
yeah, if I was a fertility specialist and somebody handed me a used condom, I'd be like, no, here's a sample jar.
God.
And what was the other one that I was like, you can't store your eggs because that, and I quote, because egg freezing is the embryo equivalent of World War II concentration camps for Jews.
I'm
What the fuck?
sorry?
Because you're literally just like, because eggs are alive, so you're keeping those babies in concentration camps.
Isaac,
But they're literally not. They're literally
yes.
not.
Isaac, buddy, I respect you so much for your choices in life and whatnot. But boy,
Eggs don't
howdy,
feel.
that's
okay.
That's a
So
hot.
what is
here-
it when
that's
I
a
get my
loaded
period
one,
and
man.
I flush the egg down
So,
the toilet?
okay. And here's my thing. I'll be straight with you, and that's why I make these jokes.
Of course.
I'm Catholic because it's the closest to my worship and belief system.
That's fair.
But there's still a shit ton of flaws.
Oh man,
Like,
I think that it's really important for more people to like have individual belief, like alterations.
For my worship beliefs, yes, Catholicism is closest to it. But as far as my own personal beliefs, it's one of those things like
pick and choose.
You can't. There is no one religion that is 100% correct.
Right.
And
the
so that's
closest,
why
I would say a lot of
be
them are pretty close to
Postfarianism.
zero. So
Yeah, no,
So-
my there was a few teachers at my school that like would get mad at you if you pick and chose bits of a religion. They're like, no, you believe the religion, you got to believe the whole thing. And I'm like,
Yeah.
We
hey, but I
have
don't like
denominations
this,
because of this.
and I
y'all.
don't have. Yeah, no, I don't like this bit, and you'll never guess. There's not a whole church where things are the same except for the bit. So I don't know what to tell you.
All right, everyone,
Yeah,
welcome
so-
to heaven. And so we're going to go ahead and get everything started here. So I noticed that all of you had your own denomination, so we're just going to get this out of the way. The guys who had it right were the Mormons. The Mormons.
Damn it!
Oh, the Mormons.
Yeah. Oh, dang.
Jesus was born in the
It's-
United States.
Oh, you
God
mean
damn
we
it.
could have done butt stuff all along? Shit!
You have to do it through a sheet.
Still better than no, butt
no,
stuff.
you just sit on your bed and your friend sits on top of you,
You just kind of wiggle.
and your other friend comes in and sits on the bed and bounces up and down.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot that, like,
Yeah.
Mormon premarital sex are all threesomes, kind of.
Well, very rarely does the third person become involved. So a lot of the time.
How are you not involved if you're, like, actively helping the rubbing happen?
No, you're
Oh.
not
A lot-
actively
okay, Tyler.
helping. You just want to
Hey,
bounce on
just,
the bed.
just because
So,
I'm
Tyler,
jumping
I
on the
need to
bed
tell you
doesn't mean I want you to get your dick wet.
So Tyler, I need to tell you information.
Okay.
I watched a whole bunch of videos from ex-Mormons.
Of course
It's
you
called
did.
soaking. Largely what they do is they put the penis in the vagina and then they don't move because they believe movement is what makes it sex.
Right.
But they
I-
also then feel really, really terrible about it, and they have to go tell somebody, which gets them in trouble, so they feel worse about it. But then they keep doing it, and does it bring any sort of satisfaction to anyone? No. It's just that they can't do it, and they want to, so that's their best solution.
It's still a threesome. I'm firm on this.
The third person is not there 99% of
Poor
the
choice
time.
words, Tyler. Poor choice words.
I've got to look up the term.
The third
just-
person is not there 99% of the time, Tyler. I don't know what to tell you. It's usually just two people
If
sitting on a bed alone.
if you and I are engaged in sexual congress, Emily, and someone, let's say like Josh is visiting us for the weekend, he comes and tickles my left foot, that is still a threesome. He did not.
Okay, I have a situation
It's
then.
almost never there. I
Yeah,
don't know what
they
to tell
call
you
it-
that most Mormons
they
are
call it-
shocked when they heard about a third person.
Oh,
Because
okay.
most people, it's only two people.
Okay, I have a situation
They
then.
call it
I
jump
understand.
pumping.
Yeah.
I understand.
Jump
I
pumping is
understand.
rare, stoking is common. Get it
I-
in your
I-
head.
I understand if Josh comes in and tickles you, he's, stimulating you so it can further your experience. So that I would say, okay, I can see it as a threesome. But what if Brandon comes in and gives you a high five to encourage you? He's not stimulating you, but he's kind of like he's like a ball boy at that point, like or like the towel boy, like he's helping you,
I
but
think,
not like
I think that
he's not engaging in the activity.
Is
Upholding the threesome or not?
is
I
brother
don't know.
is brotherhood not stimulating, Isaac? Are you saying that my homeboy giving me a fucking meaty high five while I'm like living the life is not stimulating?
Oh yeah, I mean when we play D&D, I'm just turgid.
All right, before we open the fucking Pandora's box, that is it or is it not a threesome?
What's the least amount of fun you can have and constitute it as a threesome?
Right, yeah, very, very closely associated with the goo discussion, would you believe it or not.
I mean, yeah.
So, before we do that, do we want to play D&D tonight? Because, my god, I can hear Brandon in his voice just like, motherfucker is doing this shit again. Fucking American assholes.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm still tapped into Final Fantasy right now.
I know.
We
sorry.
started-
All I'm saying is,
About
Brandon,
Mormons.
do you want to do some jump humping later?
Bro, you
I mean, it sounds like a good time for all involved.
You gotta jump that hump, bro. You gotta.
I'm here for a good time, not a long
You wanna,
time. Okay.
you wanna be
That's
a
all
couple.
I'm saying.
You wanna be a couple little monkeys, my dude? No.
He's here for a good time, not a long time. I'm here to jump on the bed.
Yeah.
Hey, like we're gonna go and like do that, and we're not gonna be cracking our heads, all right?
We're gonna show up. It's gonna be me, Brandon, and Isaac. We're gonna be like, all right, we're all here for the jump hump. Wait, who's doing the soaking? Oh fuck! I knew I forgot something.
Well, I
We
guess
get
there.
there.
Jump on the bed.
Wait,
Josh,
we get there. We get there and it's fucking bunk beds.
Well,
Okay.
then you don't even have to be on the same bed.
All
I
right,
can
all right.
just shake the end. Yeah.
So one more thing. Okay, soaking is like requiring like P and V contact, right? So
Yeah.
like presumably for Mormons, masturbation is also a sin. So
Yeah.
picture this scenario: you are absolutely rigid, and you have your hand wrapped around the business, and then you have your friend do the jump humping, like the thing to make your
I
hand
feel
pop
like
up
you're
and down.
pretty desperate if you're jerking your friend off.
Is that?
Wait,
but
that's
is that?
just a
But
Dutch
we,
rudder.
we have just
the jump hump.
established.
This is the jump.
Tyler,
This is the
there are
jump Dutch
some
rudder.
religions where scratching your genitals is sinful
Don't
behavior.
don't distract it from this. Okay,
How
give
are
me
you
a. Se-
supposed to clean yourself? You have to touch it to clean it. What am
Don't-
I gonna use? Fucking hose?
Don't distract
The Dutch.
from
This is the
mean,
Dutch. This is
the implication,
Dutch
because
jumper.
I've caught you all in a Phoenix Wright style contradiction here. Okay, so if jump humping with like two people who are like engaged is not, yeah, really, if that is not
Cue
a
the elf
threesome,
music.
but if that is not a threesome, but helping your homie jack off by wiggling the bed while he has his hand wrapped around, is that not? You just referred to, Josh. If we can rewind the clip, you did just refer to that as jacking your homie off. Which is
Court stenographer, please read it back.
it?
There's nothing wrong with jacking the homie off.
I didn't go
his
to
arms.
Brigham
His
Young,
arms are
okay?
broken. What
Like,
is he gonna do?
Yeah, somebody's got to do it. Like,
Oh Jesus fucking Christ!
Somebody
And I
does have
appreciate
to
it.
jack him off.
Mm.
yeah,
I mean, if my Uncle Jack is on a horse, I have to help him.
yeah.
Jack
I mean-
it off.
I mean, and
We
if
used
it
to
comes
chant
down
that
to
at
it,
football games.
Twist his dick. Twist his dick.
When we wanted to take our jackets off, we'd all start chanting "Jacket off, jacket off." They get so fucking mad at us. Like,
Take your jackets off.
we did, but it's kind of like a forced coercion. Because they look at us and be like, "Sorry guys, you're not taking our jackets off until after halftime." We'd be like, "It's 90 degrees out here in the south. I'm dying," and I just look at people next to me and be like, "Jacket off, jacket off."
I feel like that's
You know-
fair though. Look, man.
No, it's
And
hot.
they'd be like, "Fine,
It's
fine,
hot.
fine."
You don't want to take
So-
your jacket off. You want to take your jacket off, and you're punishing them for making them punish you. Fair.
Yeah. I'm like,
90% of Stan's bullshit, like if you want control of your band in like the bleachers, is just separating the saxophones and the drum line.
Jesus Christ, yes. Well, don't put them next to the trombones either. That's
Yeah,
Fuck yourself. All right.
no,
Hey,
you're just asking for
trombones-
trouble.
yeah. Trombones are like the fun cousins of the saxophones. Like they're not always gonna be like in like all the action, but like when they're around, they're fun to hang with.
Well, the best way to do a marching band is to get 100 piccolo players, so you can just put them where you need them to disrupt the fun.
Actually, trombones are definitely the cousins that bring weed to Thanksgiving.
It's true.
Yeah.
Can we?
I knew a girl who didn't know that our marching band is known for like huge parties, and she's like, "Yeah, there's been no official parties this year," and I'm like, oh my god, you're not
Oh,
getting
no,
invited
honey.
to any of the parties. And I'm like, so what do you play? And she played
Aw.
Piccolo, and she was also like her section manager or whatever it's called.
Section leader.
Yeah, section leader, the one who's in charge of
man.
everything. So she was invited to nothing
So
because
you're
I'm
the
sure
Piccolo
she's the
senator.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that she would be the type to be like, yeah, they were drinking during the game. Meanwhile, people like bring ice chests and like sneak it over the line to the marching band just to drink, and
See,
it's like, bro,
Our,
halftime's done. They can drink.
I hate to say it, but our Piccolo's put out, so
Fuck.
you know.
All right, D&D. All right.
Well, I didn't know that about them. I don't think they would, just because if they're not getting invited to any parties, they don't get any opportunities.
Like,
Oh god.
Yep.
All right.
anyway.
Yeah. Now that we've got that out of the way.
Alright. Yeah, we indeed did get that out of the way.
My brothers in Christ, let's play some D&D.
Oh jeez.
No, well, we can't be brothers in Christ now. We're going to purgatory.
Where?
That's true, yeah.
We need to get this party to open up a tavern and call it the Purgatory.
God,
How's the service there? It's all right.
Oh shit.
Well,
Hold on.
What did you? Immediately we fucked it up.
No, I moved the map just slightly off. Oh god.
You've
God.
worsened it.
I saw it.
Hold on.
I saw it
To the
work
right,
back.
sir. To the right.
Hold on. The problem is
while
it's
he's
like
doing this, I'm in the world's longest Ostasha.
Oh man, this
Almost.
fucking plate tectonics and Faerun are just the worst.
almost.
dude, I was in a
Almost.
sunken temple of Karn earlier, and you know the mechanic where you pick up the tablets to open the final door?
Yes.
I got there 17 minutes in because one of their people DC'd, and then they didn't pick up any of the tablets along the way. Not a
Fair,
single
you
one.
don't need the tablets, and you can put them in the wrong order and brute force it.
It's just
Yes, you can, which is what they ended up doing. But I'm just like, just if you get the tablets, then you don't gotta do anything. You just get in the door.
Emily.
It used to give extra XP, so you do
Oh,
it to
fuck.
help a lovely. But
The problem is,
It's like
it's
three
the
good?
problem is,
you know, all right.
problem-
So you know you can use the arrow keys for this, right?
well, the problem is it's on a hex. It's on a hex.
Oh,
grid.
you
Ah.
fucked it.
I think
no,
hang
fucked, my guy.
on. Let me see if so I think if you hold alt you can move without like heed to a constriction of like whatever like tile
Oh
you're
fuck
using.
yeah!
Try that. Tyler to the rescue.
That's about as close as it's gonna get. I'm cool with it. You know, whatever.
Also, could you not have just controls edited it as soon as you made the first oopsie?
Fuck
Control
off.
Said.
Yeah,
he's the only one in this
gonna
group who
laugh
says
at you
Zed.
We're gonna laugh at you now because you said Zed.
No, you know what? I have humbled myself because like I got made fun of by a bunch of Rush fans at like one point in my life because I referred to their song YYZ as YYZ, and they looked at me, a bunch of Americans by the way, and they were just like, you fucking donkey. They're Canadians, you
Sorry.
asshole.
I don't know. I say Z. I've said Z my whole life, and even though I would know that Rush is Canadian, my brain still wouldn't connect YYZ until somebody was just like, yeah, it's pronounced YYZ. I'd be like, oh yeah,
What?
that makes sense, they're Canadian.
Okay,
No,
guys.
YYZ.
I moved the map onto the map layer, so I can't fuck up anymore.
Good
Yay.
boy.
It's about fucking time.
All right. Now that the horrific fucking natural disasters is over, we could begin.
My Lord
A lot of
Castlemanter, the
talking
quakes
about
are stopped.
religions and sex. Let's go.
So we did finish everything with the gold mine, right? And
Yep.
Jesus Christ, do
Yep.
we need a long rest?
Yeah.
I mean, Hiroto's covered in blood. Much of it his own, but much of it also not. So please, for the love of God.
Okay. So, yeah, the mine. make
Well,
sure
I think we
mine
were
was-
trying to figure out how to, I don't know, fix lycanthropy first.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. I
There-
remember. I remember
there is
where we
that
ended.
too.
Yeah, we did
Okay.
run back to Phandalin, and we did like go to the temples, be like, please help us. We don't want to be foes.
Ooh, oh no, it's starting.
We just want to be one scaly.
No, I'm already that.
Yeah, one scaly. That's all we want.
Okay. So yeah, we'll drop you into Phandalin. Floop. And let me take a look at the El Mapo.
She'll fucking drag it all over the place.
Because there are some things that I didn't uncover because it's... Okay, sure. We'll say that the Shrine of Luck is a Shrine of whatever, because there's not really, like, a true
Tamora is what you're looking for.
temple. Yeah,
All right,
well,
guys,
but there's not
side
really...
quest to Baldur's Gate. Let's go.
Dear
there's not
Jer-
really, like, a temple or anything, so we'll say that, like, there's a priest, just kind of, like, trying to set up shop, and this is, their starting point.
The snake oil salesman.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's
Look, if
just
he's
And-
selling you snake oil, but he can also cure your lycanthropy, is it really snake oil?
it's just Shermong with a mustache.
You won't be a
Don't
were
fight-
rat.
No.
You won't be a were rat,
No.
but you will have explosive diarrhea for the next month.
Look, that's a death sentence.
You have to shit out the were rat, okay?
You do actually
Like
poop
all
out an
of those.
entire live rat.
It's all of those like weight loss teas that are just, fucking laxatives, and then
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just like,
Oh,
you're gonna lose weight. And I'm like, yeah, water weight, because I am diarrheaing all over the place.
Diarrheaing. That's a very powerful verb you just did, honey. Anyway,
If I wanted to
The
do
past-
that, I could do it for much cheaper off Taco Bell alone.
the past tense is diarrheaed.
mm. So Renato will take the lead on this one, I guess. And he'd be like, excuse me, sister, are you currently occupied?
No, not so much. Just doing my daily prayers in this one room temple, and she puts temple in air quotes.
Well, and he looks around to get, yes, and I'm sure that you do tomorrow a faithful service. My friend and I, and he, like, yanks Braidless over, like, kind of just unceremoniously. We have a bit of a problem. We encountered a few interesting creatures during our recent expedition out to the mines out to the east, and picked up a little bit of an affliction. And, like, not the fun kind of affliction, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh. What have you been afflicted with?
Syphilis.
No, shut up, Hiroto. For lack of a better term, we were bitten by rat monsters, and now my loyal manservant Hiroto says that we will be turning into them on the morrow or something. It was some sort of unfortunately short amount of time.
Yes.
I smell
those-
cheese.
The aware rats that originally took up residence at...
I believe it was the Gold Toe Mine or something like that.
No. Like
they
their original.
originally were residents of the Shrine of Savras. I'm assuming they have been displaced, and that would explain the surprise encounter. But
They have been displaced, and then, well, they are no longer in any place, let's just say.
Okay. I will choose to pretend that I didn't hear that.
Well, yes, us big bad guys making Tamora very upset by killing a bunch of were-rats that, like, were assholes to us. Nah, I know what you
Those pussy bitches wanted us to go clear out their old home. Yeah, right.
mean. But do you understand the
Hey.
severity of the what is afflicting us at the moment?
Yes. All right. Present an offering. And she turns through her Tamora handbook, and we do an offering of 50 gold pieces apiece, and I can provide a blessing.
It's a good thing we fleeced that guy. All right. Renato will go through his purse and dig out 50 gold.
And you,
Yeah.
scaled one.
Really, he's gonna do the same thing.
No, you're rather like being a fucking rat.
Would Were-Rat Biba just be like Biba, but with like a little rat snout?
Biba gets very confused at the concept of hair.
I mean, it'd just be hair floating around.
Yeah,
freely.
I don't know. That's
She just has a little worm tail.
So the priestess takes the offering, and she begins her blessing, and you get a JRPG chime of success, and you are no longer afflicted by lycanthropy.
Congrats.
Much better. Thank you very much, sister, and Tomora praise you, or whatever it is you say.
Where's the sun?
And also with you.
Well,
Leslie was the only one that Biba has ever picked up on. It's just for sneezing, and she does not know.
Kratos is like, think tear.
Hiroto will just kind of deadpan. Well, that was cheaper than having our blade silvered at the smithy.
I agree. Although that would not be a bad idea if we ever encountered anything similar, but silver isn't exactly a potent weapon against dragons, is it?
Hiroto will shrug.
I have not hunted a dragon yet, but we'll
I
get
have to
there.
imagine that silver would probably melt easier than folded steel.
That's probably a
I
good
don't
point.
know what dragons don't like.
We'd also face Isaac, if I recall correctly. We're hunting a white dragon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we're not specifically hunting a white dragon. There just is a white dragon around.
Yeah. Well, you also have to understand where Renato is coming from.
The town master has basically said most of the quests that you've done, especially the earlier ones, were to see if you could find something to help with the dragon problem.
Of course, but also
Not necessarily to get rid of the dragon, but like relocate people, warn people, yada yada.
you also have to understand that Renato has a very inflated sense of self-worth and totally thinks that we're gonna go and fuck the dragon eventually.
You can fuck the dragon.
Fuck with. I said
Was
fuck
I
with.
who fucked
didn't
the
hear the whip.
dragon?
Fuck a lie, sing fuck a loo. Anyway, we will get to that when we get to that. But there are little people to help in the meantime, and our purses to replenish. So, what say all of you? We get a good night's rest, and then we head to what's it, Butterskull Ranch? What's a silly name?
Yep, there's the Butterskull Ranch or the Loggers Camp are the two quests you have available.
I believe we said that we wanted to go to Butterskull first, because that was like the more immediate, hey, this dude is being like attacked by orcs kind of thing.
Correct.
Okay. Well, that's what I propose. I don't know if anyone has a fervent desire to do otherwise, but
Biba's just kind of here with it.
Yeah, works for Bradalus.
dope. All right. Yes. Pay for a night at the inn, and let's scoot.
Okay. Fade to black. You get your long rest. Yada yada.
Hell yeah.
Anything you guys want to do before heading out?
I think I'm good on. I don't have any potions of healing, but also they're very
So if
expensive.
you're-
Oh, yeah, I do have one. I'm good.
Before we leave, all Hiroto's going to do is he's going to go to the shrine. He's not going to participate in their ritual shit. He's just going to do his own thing for a bit before we leave.
Yeah. And yeah, this shrine is very much like the walls aren't even completed. There's like a very thin, like awning for like it's very much a hey, this small town needs a shrine / temple. Let's get something up and as a placeholder kind of thing. So it's not like
It's a pre-built Home Depot shed.
yeah, there's not a lot of like regalia or anything. Like just walking up to it, unless you talk to the priestess, you wouldn't know whose shrine it was really.
Okay.
So yeah, you could probably fairly comfortably do your own worship without interruption.
I did actually want to have Renato talk to Hiroto briefly.
I mean, you can easily catch him on his way back. He'd wake up really fucking early to do that, so.
Kind of figured. And Renato will, he's probably just at the bar, you know, his morning beer. Yeah, you know, the morning beer to keep you frosty. And he grabs you and he says, Hiroto, my good man, I had a question for you, if you do not mind indulging me briefly.
Go ahead.
I noticed that during our little escapade with all the were-rats that you have and he kind of points towards your the daisho is what you call the paired blades.
Yep.
He points towards your paired blades and says, it seems that the two blades you carry, one of them seems to be much longer and more possibly devastating in combat than the other, but I noticed that it is in a bit of a sad state. Is that something that can be fixed?
He'll pause and he'll look like somewhat less composed for a minute as he's clearly thinking. He'll just come back with, I do not know that it can be restored.
Well, I mean, it's steel on a hilt, right?
It's not a matter of the steel being reforged.
I don't see why not, but listen, go ahead.
In your land, steel is steel. In mine, it has much more meaning to it than that.
Well, I would like to hear about it. After all, we are shedding blood together, we are facing down a dragon together, hopefully. And, what are secrets between a few, battle brothers? You see, Hiroto, you and I, we have been through quite a bit, and you have served me faithfully on the behalf of my father, but I like to think that I could call you a friend. You're just beyond all of that.
He'll rub his nose and... This one, the shorter one, that is Wakizashi. Where I come from, that is the warrior's soul. This one, Katana, this is his honor. And he'll just kind of cross his arms and look off in the distance.
This may come off as a bit of a surprise, but I am not one to put much stock in honor, but also I am not here to speak of your customs, but if it, if the testament of your lord and master is worth anything, despite all attempts to the contrary, I am still alive. Bradalus and Bieber are still alive, and I like to think that there is no small amount thanks to you. So, maybe this isn't enough to patch it up, but, chin up. We've got lots of lives to save, and a nice, a sturdy sword might be very helpful to that end. Just keep it in mind, and remember, I hope I have enough gold to tend to it.
He will give a polite bow.
Alright. Oh, we also, I forgot to, Isaac, is there a place we can unload these gemstones that we're holding?
Yes. I'm fine if you want to roleplay it or if you just want to, there, yeah. If you just want to exchange them.
Literally anyone.
If you, yeah, pretty much, yeah. There's places. So if you want to roleplay it, let me know. Otherwise, as long as you get back to Phandalin and I don't say otherwise, like, oh, you don't have time for shit.
He just stares at them real hard until they melt into gold
White
pieces.
dragon floating in the air.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. If I'll give you reasons if you couldn't, but other than that, like, yeah, just assume that it's fine.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and unload those gemstones. I believe they were just 10 GP gemstones. If you want me to like haggle for that or whatever or what have you.
Nah, if I give you a price, that's the rate. Yeah, you're good. You could
Okay.
easily like.
Excuse me. Renato is going to pocket 40. And he's going to distribute 30 to Biba and 30 to Braidless. And there you go. For services would end up winks to both of you.
I don't know what he's talking about. I hope you didn't do anything weird with him.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I don't know what kind of services you're talking about, but
I'm talking about laying is a play on words, Braidless.
I think I'm
Looks
just
in-
still groggy from the rat. My stomach hurts.
Did you have
Look-
Did you have nightmares
When you-
about cheese? Because I did.
Something about a tail. I mean, not the tail I currently have, like a different, much pinker tail.
Squiggly.
I dreamt that I was tiptoeing with my little paws through a dark alley, and there was this much larger rat that was making all of the rules.
I had a dream that I popped my head out of the wall and there was a cat with a shotgun. And he stuck the shotgun in the wall and I had to very sneakily twist it back up through a hole with his head. I watched that cat die.
Biba's just sitting here on the stool, like, what?
Like, I watched it die! It's starting to break down.
Alright. We'll find some therapy for you in Neverwinter, maybe. He survived the fall of El Terrell, but that dream about a cat dying is really what fucked him up.
Tom, no!
When I was a kid, I had a dream that, as an adult, I don't find too scary. But as a child, anything that was hanging from the ceiling, absolutely horrifying for months.
That's where spiders live.
Or that's what falls on you and then smashes you like an accordion.
Yes.
And you make the sound like the Tom and Jerry sound.
Alright, well, I'm good to go to Butterskull Ranch.
Okay.
Cowboy.
Oh yeah.
School Ranch.
Do we get to find out? Is it hidden in a valley?
God
Shut
damn
the
it.
fuck up.
No. I hate you because yes, it is.
Yeah.
But before we get there,
So excited
Before
to be
we
going
get-
to the hidden valley range.
I have only heard of it before.
In the tales and
Okay.
the legends.
so it does take about 2 days to get there. I rolled to make sure you guys didn't get fucked by the dragon. You didn't get fucked by the dragon, so you're able to make your journey after two days. Well, okay, you make it through about a day and a half. When you get just outside Coneyberry, you run across three unsaddled riding horses, as well as various tracks that kind of lead. Let me get my drawing tool, my arrow, my ruler. Some tracks of various livestock heading this way. But the horses are just kind of grazing near an old well.
They're unsaddled, which is
And
unfortunate.
they're loose, they're not tied up at all. Isaac?
What is it?
They're loose, they're not tied up at all?
They are loose, unsaddled, loose. If you want to inspect them further, you could give me a perception check.
I'll.
Can we verify that they are in fact horses? No.
They are. So that actually is good enough that you do see a brand on the back of their haunches that is BAK.
A brand on? Okay.
To me.
And feel free to give me a history check on that based on the brand.
I would love to. Renato's actually good at that. No, he isn't. It makes sense. It makes sense
there's a brand, but you just say it's back, like the back part of the. That's the back part of the horse.
We don't have a material girl amongst us.
He's just going off. I had the riding horse back in Waterdeep. His name was Bocephalus, and he was a gorgeous black horse. And he just like starts babbling and babbling and babbling.
So
Common is a second language to me, but does the name Bocephalus not contain the word phallus?
Did you know horses can't breathe through their mouths?
Rip.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, they can't.
So odd coincidence for that Hiroto notices. BAK is the brand, and the proprietor of Butterskull Ranch's name is Big Al Calazorn.
What a wonderful coincidence.
Yes, I do recall hearing that the name of the owner was Big Al Calazorn, and that would seem to be his initials.
And then I also had Rasenanti. He was brown, and he had this wonderful speckle pattern, and he ran like a lightning bolt. And I'm sorry, what was that? Calazorn, yes. Like the... Yes. Okay, good job, Hiroto. Huh. Well, then we might as well bring the man's horses back. I mean, it would certainly make the rest of the journey more comfortable. Although they do not have saddles. I mean, we only need 3 horses. It's not like we can't just, like, put Biba in a backpack.
A bee-back. I'm trying to make that work. Yeah.
Backpack?
I think Renato will be like, as a talented equestrian myself, just give me a moment. And with his -1 animal handling, can he approach the horses and, like, try to...
He can.
That's a 15. Okay,
so that is the DC. So you do meet. You are able to calm the horses down enough that you all could ride these horses to the rest of the way.
Now you say calm them down. Does that imply that they were unsettled?
I mean,
horses generally don't like people.
Yeah,
so...
they spook pretty easy.
Yeah, more so, like, they're grazing peacefully, but if you just, like, ran up to them and did the, I'm gonna ride you, horse, and, like, flailed their arms up and down, like, it's not gonna go well for you.
Right.
That's how people get killed on ranches, is by sneaking into the horse enclosures at night and getting kicked.
Right. So, for once, Renato's not talking out of his ass. And as he, like, calms, I'll say he, like, pats up on a pure black horse, he'll hop up and then he'll offer a hand down to Biba. He's like, come on along, little lady, let's be off.
Okay.
And he'll pick up Biba like a kitten and just put her on the in front of him.
Biba doesn't know how to ride a horse.
So just don't tug on the mane and just situate yourself and just trust me to hold you.
Okay, where do you hold on though? It's not the hair.
It's fine. Just put your hands on the neck and just lean back.
Yeah, Biba does not understand what you're doing.
He's just telling you to lean back into, like, his chest. Just like, you use the gravity of it, because you're small, you're tiny. It's like when you take Jack fishing in Red Dead.
Yeah, no, that's how you get little kids on a horse. I am familiar. I had to be done that as a child, which I was fine with. Until I got older and they decided to put me on the horse by myself, and I'm like, I'm not okay with this anymore.
Alright, well, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, we've got our horses. You said there was, cattle tracks?
Yes.
Regulus is somebody somehow spawned a cowboy hat.
Do we, want to... pursue those, or do you think we should go to the ranch immediately?
Ranch. I don't know.
do believe that the gentleman in question is still in active danger. Maybe that's more important than a few heads of cattle.
Yes, but where were the people that were with the cattle? And the horses, for that matter?
That's a good point. I suppose we've already diverted enough time with the whole were-at situation. We might as well take a detour.
I mean, we're here.
That's true. Yeah. Do any of us have a decent survival score? Because let me fucking tell you.
Might. Let me just.
Why?
I do.
Are we looking for
Jason
tracks?
is the way I would put that.
I have a decent bonus to it.
I'm thinking like, and I'm not like, assuming a roll, but I mean, if we're gonna like follow some tracks into where they went.
I got.
Well,
Or I don't.
So what are we?
I have a +3 and I got a 4. So Biba just forgets everything about the wilds in her city time, and she's a city girl now.
Maybe she's just so confused.
Oh my
by the,
god!
She's like so confused about the weirdness of being on a horse.
Before I click the skill, Isaac, is there a survival check to follow the track?
Right, yeah, I was about to say we are kind of jumping the gun here.
Yes, you are good.
Okay, I rolled a 16.
Tracks and tracks and tracks and tracks.
Hopefully.
Sorry, I'm just getting some stuff.
You're good.
Tracks on tracks on tracks.
Oh goodness gracious! I'm so tired of
Did I
coughing.
tell you that the school didn't let us put up some of our signs for movie night because we described movie night, there will be snacks on snacks on snacks, and they're like, that's not funny. And we're just like, well, I think it is.
It's pretty fucking funny.
I like
Yeah,
that.
no.
I like that it's not like a censorship issue. They just said that's not funny enough. Fuck you.
Also, if you are a school administrator and you don't fully understand a reference, they just assume it's sexual.
I mean, that's a fair
Yeah,
assumption.
Yeah, because that's how we got Bussy.
Yeah, but snacks on snacks on snacks is a reference to money.
Stacks on
Yeah.
stacks, yes.
But I
guess
mean,
so.
when it comes to the youth, just assume they're doing something they shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
The older I get, the more I agree.
Infinite horny.
So do we track down these little doggies?
Yes, you are able to follow them. I am just getting the map ready.
Good thing we got cowpoke braidless. Finding them beeves for us.
And his entire voice is just like, "Yeehaw now, y'all! Praise
Get a
Tyrion."
dog, little honky.
One of the only ones of us who is not, in some way country.
Braidless, can you roll a performance check? That's a nat 20, and he's like, "Lip lip dim down and turn the lights down low." Oh god.
I have a plan, Arthur, but we need money.
We need money. We're gonna go to the moon shays, Arthur. We're gonna go to Chult.
Dude, I miss our Chult adventure.
Chult Adventure
We
was
never
really
get to
good.
go there.
All right,
Mom,
guys.
we never go to Chult.
All right, boys. Curse of Strahd in Chult. Let's go.
That would be very interesting. It's like, hey, why is everybody in Chult? Shut up, I want to go here.
We find Strahd chilling on like the jungle beach with a Hawaiian shirt on, just sipping on blood out of a coconut.
Hey, I get the days off too. Get off my ass.
So you follow the tracks, and a ruin stands in the middle of a vast field north of the rocky foothills of the Sword Mountains.
Woof.
An old stone temple with a belfry jutting from its peak roof is enclosed by stone walls, many sections of which have collapsed. The trail ends at a crumbling gatehouse, the doors which were sundered long ago. 3 of the 4 towers that once stood at its corners of the outer walls have collapsed. Only the northeast tower remains.
What part of the map are we out on?
You were coming from the north.
Okay.
I do believe. Yeah, you're coming from the north. Yeah, the way you guys came was to the north. And there is a lone guard that stands atop. Okay, so you actually can see that, so I can reveal it. Yeah.
Okay. So we see signs of life coming from the
Yeah,
fort?
you see the tracks of livestock kind of heading into the courtyard, but you also basically, because of so much ruin, you can see the orcs and ogres running around, not running, but patrolling the courtyard. And then this building over here is the shaded area.
Okay.
And that's the outside. There's the belfry that's mentioned. That would be like here-ish. You can't really see it, but it's yeah.
I'm playing
Well,
a
I
character.
say once we see signs of life in the distance, we don't wait until we're, 25 feet from the gatehouse to get off our horse.
Yeah, no, there's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
no
of
room.
course.
Yeah.
I assumed that. There's just not a lot of upper room on the map, so
Get off the horse and leave it in a nice grazing area, unless someone has rope.
I mean, I think I do have rope, actually. Of course, Renato would have rope. He does not, actually, because he's a fucking pansy rich boy.
It's fine. If you tied it wrong, they probably would have ended up hanging themselves anyway. So.
Jeez.
Well, we won't lose them.
it's for auto asphyxiation or
for
autoerotic.
I think Biba has rope though, because I think she had like an explorer's pack or something. I don't remember.
I never checked.
I'm sure
that,
Braidless
so let me
has
check
rope.
that.
1 second.
Hold on.
Biba
I
is
have a
like,
traveler's kit. Does a traveler's kit has rope in it? I can't remember.
that's why I just put everything separately into my inventory. Biba just
That's
like, yeah.
a lie.
Biba says, "Oh yeah, I have rope," and then just like starts yanking like her like a fucking segment of
It's
herself.
a magic trick.
No. She just like starts like siphoning goo from her body into like the
Ow.
shape of a rope.
Yeah, hempen rope, 50 feet.
Keep the horses still and steady while we're in here.
She,
Easy
Beavis
for
like
picking
nothing
off
up my
the dragon.
sleeves.
We're gonna need to name those horses, boy howdy.
So out of all of the things I have in here, they all make sense, and some of them I don't understand where they come from, like a packet of pink dust.
You had 3 little trinkets based on your background.
Oh,
So
so
this
I
is-
have pink dust.
Yeah, it's just Biba picking up weird things.
Checks out.
So once we're so Tyler is very afraid of several orcs and an ogre.
That would be 2 ogres, my friend.
Yeah,
Slow
that's
down.
what I'm saying. That's what I meant to say. But Renato is like, oh hell yeah.
My nose is like, slow your roll there, friend.
Like a chihuahua who's
think we
looking at a
might need to take
Rottweiler
a-
who's definitely not friendly, and you're like, maybe you don't hang out with the other dog. But I love the other dog. The dog is my friend.
Now listen,
yeah,
listen.
because all we can see is the one troll or the one thing from here. Yeah,
Look.
the one ogre from here. We're like, maybe Braidless is thinking that maybe we need a plan at least.
Did you just refer to yourself in the third person? That's not important. No, I'm not saying we charge through the front gate. That would be suicide. But I'm just thinking to myself. I'm already thinking up the first stanza. Something about you bravely launching yourself over the wall, and then Biba starts raining hellfire from above. Oh, wonderful little song it will make. But I suppose we can keep
Hoping
ourselves.
it's exactly that, a song.
There is a watcher up in the tower there. That
Is
might
there?
be our priority.
Right. Then let us at least approach low, and
We don't know that they're causing problems yet. Perhaps we go ask.
Well, I mean, If this is, do we? So I'm trying not to metagame here, Isaac, but there is the Shrine of Savras here in the top left.
Yeah, let's. I would.
History or religion?
Hiroto, give me a religion check.
Okay.
Because I don't know that. Well, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Fucking nice.
Yeah, so you would recognize this as a shrine to Savras that's kind of crumpled. And I'm not going to make you roll a separate history check since you crit that. And so just in speaking to the priestess back in Phandalin, you recall saying that the were-rats used to take up residence here before they were run out.
This is the shrine where the were-rats lived, but were run out by these orcs, it would seem.
Ironic that we murdered them for not doing the right thing, and then ended up here anyway.
Murder is such a strong term. I prefer the term defended ourselves.
We unalived them, and now we're at their old home.
And this is why I am
doing the thing they wanted anyway.
And this is why I am in charge of writing the songs, my dear friend. So what does they call? I mean, the fact remains that these have evidently stolen cattle from the person we are going to be working to save, who was, if I will remind all of you, set upon by rampaging orcs. Presumably the group that we have just chanced upon here. So, do we wish to speak with them and reveal ourselves, or do we want to flip a coin and get the drop on them?
I'd rather do neither.
Are you suggesting we just leave? I mean, listen, it's fine if that is what you want to say, but I mean, I believe that if we go to Butterskull, he would be like, yes, you are here to save me from the orcs that are that just so happen to live in the shrine up in the south. I'm just saying, I'm trying to put one and one together here. I believe these may be our culprits.
Is there a chance that we could sneak around, check the place out first? I mean, I know I'm big and I could wait here, if need be, and just be ready to go if I hear anything. But
I mean, that is not.
I believe we could survey, but again, the number one threat to that is, and he'll point again up to the watchtower.
Well, if you don't, if you don't mind. I believe I may have a solution to that. I would like Renato to cast Disguise Self and take the form of a... how tall is Renato? He is 6 feet even, so he'll be a 7-foot tall orc. Which is probably still pretty small. At the very least to cover his approach.
Okay.
And then once that is done, if I could begin... so you said that this watchtower is like completely intact. It's like not. It doesn't have any means of ingress.
Sorry, repeat that one more time.
Is there any way to get into the tower from where we're currently standing?
So the only tower that is not toppled is this one, and it is not accessible without... I mean, you could see through the crumpled walls like there's an entrance here. Basically, I mean, yeah, there might be some line of sight stuff that you don't really have, but I'm not gonna do that. Like, it's fine. Just because it's too much because there's so many holes in the wall. Literally, if you just like, I'm gonna do a quick walkthrough around the building, you would be able to see everything basically.
Okay, I want to. Renato's gonna say, listen, I believe I can, if I am able to get that sentry alone and just speak with him for a moment, I think that I could use my let us say my terrifying charm to my advantage. I want to try and use the words of terror, but I have to get in there first.
Okay.
So, I'm assuming that these little circles on the map are like palisades or something, like little wood sticks that are keeping the gate open or whatever.
Yes. Oh, the portcullis is still down.
So it's
very weak, but it is down.
So, here's what I'm gonna do. As a disguised orc, Renato is going to kind of meander and try to make himself look unassuming. I mean, by orc standards, I guess, and just waltz through this little hole here.
Yeah, just give me a performance.
Okay.
And I give you an advantage since you.
Well, I mean, I get it anyway. Home slice, hacked your feet, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Oops. Well, it's a good thing it's an advantage. 14.
All right. Yeah. So as you walk in orc form, you see the ogre kind of just prowling around, and a couple orcs. They notice you. They give you the casual sup nod and just kind of let you do your thing.
Nice. I'm gonna situate myself in that watchtower and get myself alone with this sentry.
Okay. So you get up there, and he says, "Oh, it's not time for shift change yet. My watch is not ended."
How do I want to go with this? Yeah, using just going by the words of terror, I have to keep him talking for a minute. So I would like to have Renato like talk to him. And he's gonna like try to do an orc voice, and he'll be like,
He just goes, "You ever wonder why we're here?"
"I was about to be like,
God.
Why do we fight?
Do you really find yourself happy guarding a tower? Is this really what you wanted to do in service to Grumsh? We should be pillaging, and yet you are sitting here, axe idle by your side, doing nothing but guarding cattle."
But it is nice to have a home.
Ah, what is a home but something to steal from our enemies? You are idle and you are weak, and you do no honor to our gods, to the honor tradition of battle among our people.
You're just a Klingon.
I know, I like Star Trek, fuck you.
He's actually, and the other guy's like, "Yo, what the fuck is that all about, dude?"
You bring great dishonor to our ancestors, and I no longer wish to have you within my sight. Now, you will let me have this watch, and I will keep our enemies at bay. And providing I keep him talking long enough.
Yeah, that's fine. He got a nat 1, so yeah, he's scared.
Now be gone, and do not tell anyone if you are brave enough.
Yeah. So he runs out.
If you're brave enough, don't rat on me.
So so he fucks up. Yeah, he'll fuck off. It's fine.
He's too stupid to realize that none of that made any amount of sense.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Later tonight, he wakes up and he goes, "Who the fuck is Smorf?"
Look, man, I'm fucking going off the cuff. All right, fuck you guys. I did take improv classes. And once that is done,
yes, and
once that is, God damn it. Once that is done, Renato will whistle just like as a signal and to get his allies to approach the tower and figure out some kind of way. Throw a rope up. Please tell me.
Bradless is like picking at the
Already
dirt with
used
his
my rope.
toe. And he hears you whisper. And he's like, "Oh, that's the signal. Okay, let's go, y'all."
Yeah, Biba already used her rope to tie up the horses. Is she really the only one with rope in the party? That's a worrying thing.
Time to free climb.
Tie up the horses.
No, and that was a good thing to do. I'm just like, shit, I thought that one of us would have had a... You said you had a Traveler's Pack?
Yeah.
Or an Explorer's Pack?
Travelers.
Explorers would definitely have rope. I don't know about travelers.
Traveler's kit.
Let's see... I didn't know there was a Traveler... I'm pretty sure it's an Explorer's Pack. I think you might have just, like, put the wrong thing in. I don't think there is a Traveler's Pack.
I'm gonna with the Travelers.
It
Travelers.
does... Someone's eating their microphone. An Explorer's Pack has a backpack, a bedroll, a mess kit, tinderbox, 10 torches.
Yeah, it has rope.
It has rope. So Renato will hold his little orc hand out and just like ask, like, you know, chuck the rope up.
How tall is the tower?
I believe it's 20 feet.
Bradless will tie a low rock to it and use the rock and just like, yeet it up to him.
Fucking God.
Sure.
The rock will fall down and bonk Brayless on the head, and we'll just shake it off and try again. All right.
Yeah, you could keep going until you start like taking damage and die.
Yeah. Brayless is like, ow. Okay, here I go again. Ow. Okay, here I go again.
Oh,
Ow. Okay, here I go again.
Yeah. So yeah, that's fine. I also would give it to you that you have enough vantage points that you can discern, watch like patrol patterns too.
Ah. And once
Because yeah, they're rotating in patrol. These are just kind of stock like drop points.
And once you guys get in there, Renato will say in his normal voice, "And welcome to Castle Intervilla, Part 2. So, where do we go from here?
Okay. So give me a perception check so I can give you a better lay of some things.
The thing that I'm not good at. 16.
Yeah, it's fine enough. So the cattle tracks do basically lead right into the shrine building. So you are able to see, there are animal tracks that lead in there. The ogres seem to be kind of aloof at best. I mean, they're there, but they're not as active in their patrol. Whereas the orcs are a little more, doing their walk pattern and their patrol patterns.
Just can't
the only-
find good ogre this day.
Yeah.
They're all busy in their swamps.
That's what the green is, didn't you? I mean, yeah, because here's dead grass and here's swamp.
And the orcs are just walking around, and then one of them was like, "What was that? Must be nothing."
What was that noise?
Who's there?
But yeah, another thing you notice is that. Let me double check. Okay. I just want to do one thing to make sure. Okay. You do see that it is mostly pretty decrepit, falling apart, with the exception of this gold bell that is in the belfry that is still hung fairly pristine on this wooden crossbar across the belfry.
So, from within the watchtower that we've scaled, I assume there's stairs leading down to the courtyard.
Correct.
Okay. Proposition. We still have someone disguised as an orc. Tell that asshole to get in here. We all hide. We jump him. We kill him. Rinse, repeat. Clear out some motherfuckers.
we just play orc funnel.
Yes. Why not?
I mean, fucking.
I assume there'll be like. Well, I don't want to assume. How many like levels are there? No.
Yeah, it's only 20 feet up, so it would only probably be about one flight of stairs. Just kind of like spiral stairs down.
At the very least, this little, this very small entryway into the tower would probably keep us safe from an ogre, presumably.
Here's a thought: are these stairs? What are the stairs made of? Is it stone steps? Is it wood slats that are like separated? Like each step is separate from the next?
They are. Oh, I read it wrong. They're iron ladders. They're not steps. So they're
Shit.
iron ladders that, yeah.
Actually, no, that works fine too. If we're gonna take up positions to ambush a motherfucker, Hiroto will hang from the ladder by his legs, and when the motherfucker comes in here, he will drop off the ladder and fucking Assassin's Creed this guy. If that's what we're gonna do.
I mean, I can certainly start putting out the call.
I mean, just one at a time, though.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
If that's how we want to play this, but I mean, there's enough.
Is this the same guy that I feared earlier?
No,
No.
that guy is like gone.
Okay.
He packed his shit and left.
All right.
So, is that kind of what you guys are looking at? Is picking them off one by one, or
Yeah, I think that's the general idea.
Okay, so for the sake of expediting this, so you're not just like waiting and waiting,
Aw.
I will let you choose. I will let you choose how you want to do this. Um, you can role play it out with the first one, and then we can technically do like a pseudo initiative, like roll initiative, but you're not necessarily in combat kind of thing
Okay.
to dispatch of everyone else however you see fit. Or I would allow, and you would still, once you got them, we would do combat there, yada yada, in initiative order. Or I would allow for a series of skills checks, honestly, to basically, okay, get the guy there, dispatch him, yada yada, and bypass a lot of the more mundane aspects of it, but kind of just do a skills challenge rather than initiative.
I'm into that. I mean, the first things first is getting him in here. I'm trying to think of like what's a good way to get him in. I mean, besides like hey, come in here.
Look at this sweet loot I found.
So I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine with pseudo initiative and doing your actions that way, or just going straight through and doing a skills challenge on
I
it.
do like skills challenge. I love skill challenges. I think Renato will be like, he will lean out of the tower and like, you come here! I found a loose stone. Let us move it and see what is beneath it.
Okay, so this is kind of where I'm at as far as if you make that decision, because if I think that would start, if we're going skills challenge wise, either way, I think this would start our either skills challenge or initiative trackers. So
Yeah.
how do you guys want to go about it?
I'm down for whatever, but I mean, skills sounds cool.
I'm fine with skills.
I'm definitely using my deception here.
Okay. So yeah, if we're going with skills challenge, go ahead and roll. Yeah, I'm fine with deception to get him in there.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm a little stone. Come turn me
Okay.
over.
Can I apply the actor to that, or is that good?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So because you are just got, yeah, I'd let you do actor, but it would still pass. But
Okay. Well.
so he does make his way in there, and he comes in, and are you all hidden or just ready for the ambush when he steps in, or is
I think
what's gonna happen?
Kuroda would have organized this somewhat like Braidless you, and he'd like shove him. Shit. So this iron ladder is this like is there any gap between it and the wall, or is it like set onto the wall?
Okay, so it looks like it just dangles straight through, because I actually didn't show you this. I forgot to reveal this. So this is the door that leads down, like where the ladder would be up here.
Oh, so it's a trapdoor. Okay.
So I think the ladder would just go straight down, basically.
Oh, so we got like a really good vantage point for shit like this.
Yeah. Bebo would just turn into goo, because goo is inconspicuous.
So yes, I would arrange it like Braidless, other side of the door. I will hang from the fucking ladder like a monkey. Biba, do the Biba thing. And let's have a proper organized ambush position. So as soon as this guy comes in, door
We
closes.
just reach over and bonk him.
Okay. So for this part of the skills challenge, I would either allow stealth, so he steps in without seeing you all, or acrobatics or athletics, just basically beating him to the punch, essentially.
Oh my.
Oh no.
All right.
Oh no.
I have a +6, by the way.
Biba, save us.
Oof.
What do I have to roll? Stealth?
Stealth
yeah.
or athletics or acrobatics, depending on if you're trying to sneak up on him or if you're just trying
Nope.
to outgun him. So I'll do.
Well, I think this one's turning into just straight combat at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Alright.
So he sees that, and he kind of dodges all the various things, and he
Playlist is
steps
like,
out.
why does this keep happening?
So he steps out and begins to essentially sound the alarm. I will give you all one last chance, like one action total, like not individually, just one, like amongst the group to try to stop him before everyone else is alerted.
All right. What kind of cool shit do we have? I have hold person. That would.
I mean, I have friend, but once that wears off, he's gonna be back.
You have silence deafen, right?
Yeah. I do have that.
I mean, that would at least like silence him and keep him from sounding the alarm immediately. We just have to be quick about it. Hold person would paralyze him. Damn
Oh, I gotta think it stab him a bunch.
it.
Yeah, I could hit him with my axe. I could ask him a question.
I'll go ahead and, because if we get into combat later, I think Biba's spell slots are more valuable than mine are. So if everyone's cool, I'm going to pop a hold person on him and pray to God that works.
So whiz save.
Yep.
Okay, he is held.
All right.
Cool, Hiroto will just pull him back into the tower and then we'll just shank him to death.
Okay. Yep. He. Boop. All right.
Nice.
All right. So,
Sorry
what
about
is
that,
the
guys.
next course of action?
It is not.
Well,
it's not
admittedly, that
surprising.
could have gone better.
Yes, but admittedly, a knight of your stature, I don't think ambush tactics are your forte. That's fine. So, do we want to try that again, or do we want to?
So I'll say that enough time has passed, so they're like another quarter rotation into their patrol.
We may have a open. We may have an open shot towards the door if we want to just make a break for it.
The door's over here, right?
Nope. There's one here,
Oh, there's
or
here.
Yeah.
there's one here. You could get in here. You could get in over here.
Do you think that we can sneak past that ogre?
It doesn't seem like he's paying that much attention. If we are, careful and quiet. Big if, I know. I mean, actually, we're actually a super stealthy party. I think the only one who doesn't have proficiency in stealth is Braidless.
Yeah, but we didn't do good that one time, so...
And this is another time. Renato is going to pat Braidless on the shoulder, and he'll be like, "Trust me, my friend. You've had your one for the day. Let's you've got this one." And he's gonna give you a bardic inspiration.
So we gonna stealth to the front door?
I believe.
Okay. Let's do a group stealth check then. Everybody roll.
Yeehaw.
Yay.
Ye fucking haw.
Our ninja would.
Math.
Why am I rolling like
math.
That's fine. Group roll.
Okay. Group roll averages out to 17, which is successful enough
Negative.
to get past the ogre. So you make it into here. And there's a cow.
Oh.
Uh,
Yeah, that is just old Bessie, isn't it?
Yeah. So in this room, you see rows of crumbling pillars, vaulted ceiling that's 40 feet high, bones littering the floor. There is a hole. Actually, I'll move the cow so you can see because the cow's standing right under it. That is
Big-ass
the
cow.
that's right here is kind of like the equivalent, kind of like a skylight. It's the belfry, so the bell is like straight up from here.
Right.
So if one of us had the idea, like, hey, we should fire an arrow and cut the rope to make the bell drop to make a distraction, it would have fucking killed Cal.
I wonder if they are holding any prisoners or anything, because no offense, but I don't think that this was worth saving one cow.
Well, there are other stalls here. Maybe we poke our heads in there just to see what's going on.
Quite.
I mean, if these people are just living here, then we literally just murdered 2 guys for no reason. Gonna have to feel pretty bad about that one.
We murdered one. The other one ran away with his tail tucked between his legs, but semantics.
True.
Let's make sure that these doors are closed behind us, and then...
Yeah.
Alright, Bradless
Yeah,
is
there's
gonna come
Cam.
over here and check out this.
Let's listen / look through door first, before we just slam the door open.
Yeah, there's nothing. You're fine. So there were... you could tell this is kind of like a visitor's area, like a visitor sanctuary. There's beds, moldy mattresses, wooden tables and chairs that are kind of tossed aside, and a unlit fireplace with a rusty cauldron hanging from the spit, and a little vantage point of the courtyard because of broken wall.
Door over here. Peeky peeky.
I see that Biba has made a friend.
Oh, this one. And this one is where the priests and seers would have slept, cooked their meals. So essentially, if that's the visitors' chambers, this would be the clergy chambers. But pretty much the same general setting over here, just nicer. Well, if it was not falling apart, nicer quality stuff. But
Alright, we haven't seen anything in the other 2 rooms. Bradless is feeling confident. He's just gonna shove the doors open. On
Oh,
this
goddamn.
Oh, goddamn.
okay, so in this room,
one. I really expected there to be like 3 orcs behind the door. Just be like, what the fuck are you doing here?
They're all making
So-
out.
6 stone pillars brace the vaulted ceiling of this temple, the floor of which is buried under a thick layer of dust. Also covered in dust are 4 humanoid skeletons in tattered priestly vestments. Lying near a stone altar situated in the alcove under 4 narrow windows. Carved into the front of the altar is a humanoid eye.
From my earlier religion roll, would I know if that eye is associated with Savras?
Not directly. It's not something that you would necessarily associate with Savras. But it's not, like, out of place either.
It's not-
Heroda's gonna hold a hand out. Don't enter just yet. Something is very out of place here.
Yes, I find it
Not entirely
difficult.
out of place, but...
I find it difficult to believe that they would have no one in here. It's a central location, and they seem to be guarding it. This must be a very valuable cow. Are you enjoying your time with your new friend, Biba?
Smells. I like it.
Well, I think the only place we haven't checked is the belfry, right? So...
Which brings me to another point. That is a suspiciously well-maintained bell. I don't think that our current residents are very interested in maintaining the luster of such an item. I wonder if it's magical.
Or maybe it's just a metal that doesn't tarnish.
It's gold. Is it gold, Isaac? It looks gold.
It does look gold, but
Ooh.
who knows?
Ooh!
Eva can send her centipede up the tower to look at it.
Her centipede. Oh, jeez.
We're
Well,
gonna have to
mine-
put on all of its shoes first.
The bell that immediately concerns me is old Bessie here wearing one of those fucking stereotypical cowbells.
Do you want her to be?
Mm, if she is, I'm taking it off. If she's not, fantastic. Because my concern is if we were to lead her out all stealth-like and it's just going
Oh.
pudding,
I didn't plan for her to have it, but yeah, so it's your call. But I didn't
It's not
plan
in
on
the
it.
picture.
It's not in the picture, so it's not there.
Would be crazy if we managed to sneak a The cow out of here. Is
Yeah,
there a
fucking
ladder
cow.
up to the belfry?
No, there is not. It just
I was
kind of
gonna
hangs straight
send.
up.
I was gonna send my centipede up there to look at the bell.
I would say the centipede. It's kind of sticky. Well, it's a goo, so it's sticky. It can climb, right?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure she
Climb.
can extend a pseudopod up to 10 feet, is what
Yeah.
what the feature outlines.
Well, because I was saying it could probably like climb up one of the pillars and then over and up through the rest of the belfry. I'm fine with that.
I think it's that she can't separate a part of herself and have it remain sentient, is what it is. I don't think
Yeah, no,
she
it's still part of me.
can. Right. Okay. I'm just making sure we're
I
not
just
like.
assume it can climb because it describes itself as a pseudopod, and pseudopods tend to be able to climb.
Right.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's
As
not
long-
super busted.
Yeah, I believe it's long as it doesn't leave your body.
No, it can leave my body. It just
Can it?
yeah, you can extrude a pseudopod that is up to 6 inches wide and 10 feet long, or
Huh.
reabsorb it into your body. It's separate from me, but I still control it.
Huh.
Extrude to me does not imply that it's like pops off. Extrude just means it comes out from you.
But then it says I can extrude it or reabsorb it into my body. That, and in all the pictures, it's a separate one.
And it says it's separate from you, right? Like in the rest of the.
Let me read the whole shape self bit.
Okay.
If you are not incapacitated, you can reshape your body to give yourself a head, 1 or 2 arms, 1 or 2 legs, and makeshift hands and feet. You can revert to a limbless blob, no action required. As a bonus action, you can extrude a pseudopod that is up to 6 inches wide and 10 feet long, or reabsorb it into your body. You can use the pseudopod to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door or container, stow or retrieve an item from an open container, or pour the contents of the container. The pseudopod can't attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds. Now, extrude to me implies that it is a separate thing. Like when you extrude something, it comes out of it. And then it says that I can reabsorb it, not reshape it back into my body, reabsorb. So I always assumed it was a separate being.
And it is getting separate actions. I'm fine with it unless it starts getting game breaky, but I doubt it will. And even you guys play it pretty. Even things that are stupid busted, you guys usually play pretty fair, so I'm fine with that.
That tracks. I just wanted to make sure we weren't busting you up.
No. I mean, if something was to bust me up and you guys are being assholes about it, I'd just find a DM douchey way to kibosh it.
Sure.
Crazy, you just dropped dead.
Also, does Biba have detect magic?
I considered taking it, but I ultimately didn't. No, I did.
I think you get it like as part of Aberrant Mind, or maybe
yeah,
not.
I get detect magic.
Maybe we should like try that to see if like the bell is magic, because suspiciously clean objects tend to be like,
All right, let me concentrate on magic since it has been requested.
Wololo.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
School of Magic Bell.
No, so the bell does not give you anything, but
What?
the altar is ringing of divination, and just under the altar you get an enchantment aura.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Nothing up there, but that altar is magic as fuck.
Divination implies that something is watching us, and enchantment implies that something's gonna make us be all like, hey, this altar's pretty cool, if we get close to it. So, duly noted. Alright, now we can check out the bell, I suppose. Go, Tiny Biba. Biba Jr. Oh my god, Biba can make, like, little cell juniors.
Now this is just meta. But my interpretation of that is that magic BS with the altar, absolutely, but that there's something potentially of value underneath it.
That's what I'm thinking too. I wonder if like
Yeah, no, I would.
I can always just sneak into the chapel.
I do have Mage Hand as well if we want to like try messing with it from a distance.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that.
I can sneak, but Hiroto is not going to take the initiative on that.
Mm-hmm. Also, what about the bell? Because I believe we have a little Biba going up there to check it out. If there's anything particular interesting about it.
The bell is super shiny. Trying to think if. So it is basically held on by a rope to this crossbar. The bell is 3 feet wide. As Biba's thing just kind of messes with it, kind of pushes it and stuff, you could judge that it's about 50 pounds.
That's not bad.
And I guess Biba give me an intelligence roll. I don't know. Basically trying to, just trying to deduce value essentially.
Investigation.
Okay, and if you had to guess, it seems to be worth about 2,500 gold pieces.
We're taking the bell.
Well, we gotta get it down, which is another whole thing.
Well,
the pseudopod can't do anything about that.
We have an entire beast of burden here to get it out. But
yes, but you have to get it down without it going ding and making everyone mad.
Quite right.
Can your pseudopod take the thingy out of it, the clapper?
I doubt it. I mean, if it's that heavy, I imagine that. Well, I don't know.
The pseudopod can't carry anything that's over
If you're this serious about taking the bell, then we need to deal with the rest of the enemies first. There's no sneaking this thing past them.
Not with that attitude, my friend.
No, I'm with him. It's big, it's loud, it's obnoxious.
What about silence deafness? Can we silence deafness ourselves?
The area.
You have blindness. You don't have silence. You have blindness. Okay.
Yeah, blindness, deafness, I have, but I only have 2 spell slots of that level, so we'd have to be very, very careful about who gets deafened.
Ah, man, if we had silence on the team, that would have been incredible.
It would be just silence on that area. Drop the bell. It fucking goes boom or whatever. Who cares?
Right. How about we try messing with this altar before we make a decision about the bell? Because we have no idea what this thing is going to do.
With these bodies not being laid to rest properly, my concern is that they may not be as restful as they might appear.
That is a good point.
Well, we could technically, I guess, fix that before.
It's not like we can bury them anywhere here, but inside the building, but...
No, but if they were to reanimate with, say, their no arms and legs,
I believe
so
that...
we're gonna desecrate corpses.
I've spent a lot of time in the clergy thinking of creative ways to deal with zombies, okay? It's kind of our homework.
I could investigate the altar without making too much noise, if we'd prefer that.
Also, I believe that trying to take their arms and legs will probably set them off as well.
Yeah. I know it set me off.
What was that?
I know it set me off.
Yes, well, you're alive and they are not, and we are in need of powerful items and whatnot to defeat a dragon. It's simple law of survival.
I mean, with 2,500 gold, we could probably buy off a dragon, am I right?
Oh my goodness, I am so excited to get this thing down, but I do believe we'll not be able to do that without antagonizing our friends outside. Luckily, this seems to be a very defensible position, and we can at least use that to our advantage.
It's a little crazy that the dragon hasn't been here, frankly.
Honestly, this will make a prize in the horde.
So
No.
shall I sneak to the altar?
I suppose that would be a good place to start, yes.
Whoop.
Just be careful.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Okay, yeah, you make it to the altar pretty easy. What you doing there?
Okay, I'm gonna try to like look for any sort of leverage under here to maybe push it or.
So, fun fact: as you look at that, the altar is actually suspended, like floating about a foot off the ground,
Huh.
and you see something faint underneath the altar.
So I'm not gonna put my fucking head underneath it, but I will try to examine it without,
I'm gonna put my hand underneath it.
Okay,
But I will put
give-
my hand underneath it. I
yeah,
lied.
Give me
Just-
give me an investigation roll.
I have no fucking idea.
Uh-oh.
It's a little tiny. You see a rock that looks like a cat's head.
That's super weird.
It's fairly small, like maybe fist size.
The size of a cat's head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will scurry back over here. And I'll report what I found. The altar appears to be floating, and there is a rock of some sort beneath the altar that looks like a cat's head.
That doesn't
Very
ring.
weird.
That doesn't ring any bells. One way or another, if we're going to get out of here with anything, the cow, the bell, or the altar, we are going to be ripping off the band-aid at some point. Do we just want to say hello to our friends outside and get this started, or
Let's get the party started.
Biba on top of her cow?
Look, man, y'all are having fun with a bell. Beavis having fun with a cow.
We could wait to draw in one more straggler and pick him off before it becomes a skirmish with 2 ogres and 2 orcs.
It is even odds. Alright, how long does I guess Disguise Self would be still going on, unless it's been like an hour.
Yeah, so like
I would
Is that-
say this has all been within like a 15-minute period, because I would say it probably takes them. Yeah, I'd say 20 minutes to do a full guard cycle is fair.
Okay. What
so
do you
this
think?
lone guy.
What should I say? I'm trying to think of like.
Brother Orc, look at what's coming out of this cow. Milk comes out of the udders, but look what comes out of this thing.
Renato will just get everyone like, all right, take a position, and we'll see if we can do our ambush tactics a little better this time. Biba, I assume you're going to remain on the cow.
I could be goo on the cow.
You could be goo on the cow. That is.
Look at this goo I found on the cow.
Oh my god, that's 100% what he's got to do. He's like, he's got to pop out still in orc form, and he's be like, talking to the other orc. Do you know cows?
Sure.
There is some strange thing atop it, and I do not know. There is some sort of substance, and I wish to have a second opinion. That sounds like such a not orc thing to say, but...
That sounds like such not the Gork thing to say, but let's go.
Gork's been reading a bit.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah.
healthy this time.
Yeah, we all go in.
Close the door. Bah!
Yeah, bonk. It's fine. Yeah, he has 15 HP. Yeah, it's
Alright, excellently done. Look at that.
Cool, let's drag him off the corner and then maybe lure in the ogre to do that. And then get in around surprise round on him.
Biba, you performed your job admirably. Now allow me to do mine.
Like, pull in the ogre for the same trick and then just get started on this shit.
Renato's gonna lean out and he's gonna say, "You, ogre, what are you doing in my castle?" And in a very menacingly way, he's going to viciously mock him.
It's Tim Toolman Taylor Ogre.
The Earth is flat.
Wow, this is some good Colombian shit. Oh, wow.
Okay, yeah. Vicious Mockery does take effect. Oh, come on.
And
I know. It's 4. And he'll follow you in as you retreat. And as you come in, you guys take your surprise round, and then we will roll initiative.
right.
Bonk the shit out of him. Oh, you're gonna make us actually fight this one? Okay.
Yeah,
it's
this
over.
one's
I
kind
was
of
gonna
tough.
say, I
Yeah.
don't think this one's gonna be one
I'm in.
rounder.
We critted initiative. You said we get a surprise round, right?
Yep.
I didn't fucking click on my token. I hate it. I'm spoiled. Alright. Well, that is still a good roll. I'd like my 21, please. Thank you.
What is Ogre's Dex?
Ogre Dex is probably not great. That is an 8.
Yeah, I will go before Ogre.
All right, so surprise round.
I already rolled a 7 on short sword,
A whap!
but then I followed it up with
I'm gonna use my Bardic Inspiration here. It's a D6?
Okay.
Yes,
Right?
that is correct.
Alright, so a
Okay,
17
yep.
is.
That will hit.
Alright.
What's the
What?
damage? Okay. What's your damage, Josh?
I clicked on it, it didn't roll it.
Okay, there it is. 13?
13.
Okay.
Also, I gave him a kick for 4 bludgeoning.
All right. So then Renata.
Rapier. Kia.
Okay. Yep, that'll do it.
And damage on that, and also expend the use of Psychic Blades for an additional 7.
Yeah.
You know, I'll spend a key point to flurry of blows that, so kick him again.
That'll keep me with
Alright.
2 bar.
Is a four-
inspiration.
There's a 14
hits. Yeah, both of those hit.
We're fucking him up.
Another 4 kick.
Minus
And-
4.
Also, Emily's mind sliver.
Int save.
Damn
I think ogres are good at those.
it.
He got a 0, so not so much.
Imagine.
I like it.
Yeah, he kind of hecked up, but go ahead, Josh.
Alright, would you be surprised to find out that I'm gonna bat him again?
Yeah, it hits.
9 damage? Alright.
Yeah, that
And
does
then-
it.
Is he dead?
He is not dead, but he is
Alright.
very, very, looks very rough.
And then we're gonna Searing Smite him.
Smirt.
Schmurd 'em.
1d6 fire.
The con save.
Start of his turn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to like normally Paladin smite him, it's just you pump a spell slot into it.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
The
we'll just use a normal smite then, that's fine.
the smite
Okay.
spells that have like smite in the name, you have to do that before
Right.
you hit something.
Oh, this
You charge your weapon.
Yeah,
hit.
exactly.
I gotta find smite. Where did I put
It should be 2d8 at your current level, at a level 1 spell slot.
Yeah, most places aren't too friendly with just your regular smite.
Well,
Damn.
it's the worst smite of all time. Okay, well.
All right.
You win some, you lose some.
A little dribble.
Renato.
A little dribble of radiant piss drips off of your blade. I'm not gonna pump another psychic blades on this thing yet, but I will back out, and he can swing at me if he would like, but he will be doing so at disadvantage because of
Yeah,
vicious
sure.
mockery.
He's got to do something. But he doesn't, so it's fine. He swings. It's a swing and a miss.
Got it. And when that is done,
When a creature within 5 feet of me makes an attack against a target other than me, I'm going to use my reaction to fuck him.
yes,
Sentinel.
teamwork.
Okay.
Yay, his speed is now 0 as well.
Yeah. His speed's 0 because he's dead.
Nice fucking job, guys!
He
Wow.
raises his hand to hit Renato, and I just fucking drive my sword into his throat.
If Bibo looks around and is like, that wasn't bad. Should we just go get the rest of them?
And do we hear roaring at this point from the other guys? Or they just like...
I would say they probably heard an ogre fall. So yeah,
That's a big
we'll
thud.
Renato is
Yeah.
going to, just for flavor, use Mage Hand and ring the bell.
Come at me, bros.
Okay, let's get the orc in there,
Ring the dinner bell, why don't you?
Come on.
and then
Alright, yeah, I say we keep our stance by the door so
Yeah,
that
we
they
just,
come in
like,
this way.
Ready some actions.
Bottleneck it.
Yeah,
God, I
fire
don't
off
really
some
know how to do that because you guys never technically finished your surprise round. But like, they're not really surprised, but they kind of.
I mean, here's what I'm thinking.
Well, it's gonna take a round for them to get there anyway.
I think
Yeah,
all
so
of
we'll
us,
just
like,
ready some action.
yeah, ready some actions to just have them fire off whenever they get here.
That's fair. I'm fine with that.
Alright, I'm gonna ready a Vicious Mockery.
Bradalus literally has the axe raised at the door, waiting Tom and Jerry style.
Short sword is ready.
I'm gonna ready.
Now you
a
might be saying
lightning
Josh.
lure.
You might be saying, Josh, did you make 2 Tom and Jerry references this campaign? I'll have you know, that's like the 6th Tom and Jerry reference I've made today, so...
Where's my ruler? My ruler is missing.
That's weird. It should be the 4th button from the mouse.
I got mouse, cube, paintbrush, magnifying glass, eyeball.
Where do you need to measure, buddy?
Eyeball?
It's a vision thing for DM.
Make sure you're on the right layer.
Yep.
I am on the right layer. And I used it before.
You have it
Showing
selected
off.
right now.
Uh-huh.
Look what I can do with all my ruler abilities. Ooh.
Oh, it's okay. It's like collapsed in. That's weird.
Weird.
Yeah. All right. So orc can get like right here. Oh, ogre.
We have actions ready, which is great.
I'm just debating if
Fucking
that
slow.
ogre, if the ogre is dumb enough to try to come through here.
I would love to see him fit through that door.
He's
Try.
not. That's the problem. But I don't know that he would be smart enough to realize that he has to get through a door.
And we all know that Biba is going to defend her cow to the death.
Well, the cow is still in the middle.
I mean,
of the
with
place.
Oh, yeah,
with a
that's good.
5 and with a 5 intelligence, I don't think that this ogre knows to walk around. So he's gonna walk up and just pound the door open, but that's all he can do. So the door's open, he sees you, but my boy is not fitting.
Well, Vicious Mockery.
Look at you. You can't fit.
Use psychic damage.
That's my lightning lure, which should be going off.
Okay, he does save against. Okay, let's. What is the official order so I know what the saves are?
Renato goes first.
Okay,
And he'll
so
say,
saved
for,
against-
for his Vicious Mockery, he'll say, "Ah, I bet that not fitting in places is a problem you do not have very often."
Okay, so
You
he saves
don't
against
understand
Vicious
that.
Mockery,
Ah, well.
but he fails against Lightning Lure, but he can't really be pulled in because he won't.
It just
won't
rips
fit.
him against a wall, bonks his head.
All right, so we'll just call it top of the order, I guess.
Top of the morning to you.
All right, Bradalus.
I can hear him out there. Let's just go cut him down.
Rails like you don't want to wait and surprise him?
I don't think there's any surprising at this point.
Okay. He's gonna take the axe and he's gonna go, I'm ready! Leroy Jenkins!
Who is Leroy Jenkins? What?
Run out here.
He go bomb.
Name? I thought he was saying a prayer.
The demigod
That
Leroy
hit.
Jenkins.
I'm gonna guess that hits.
The god of
Yeah.
brave fools.
All right, so that does hit.
11 damage?
Yep.
Alright. Bradalus is done.
Okay.
This
Renato.
is how we cut the cake.
I'm gonna continue to viciously mock this ogre. He's gonna say, "Do you get it? I made a penis joke. Take that."
Him
12 to...
previously making the save, I ascribed to him just not understanding.
Okay, so he did get that one. So it's one psychic. Alright, so anything else?
No. I don't see a reason
Alright,
to
Hiroto.
expend resources on this quite yet.
Yeah, Hiroto, you're up.
Run the fuck outside and slam my blade into this orc's throat. Because that's how we deal with orcs in this hood.
That does miss.
That does miss, and then I'm gonna flurry of blows to let loose with a flurry of kicks, because goddammit.
That hits.
Yeah, Hiroto's
Yeah.
like short ass
And he
blade
dead.
can't hit shit, but his fucking feet of steel.
Yep, the one foot sweeps his legs out from under him, and then the other one goes crack on his neck. And the man's
Okay.
dead.
Nice.
Alright, so Viva is up, and there's an ogre that is peeking in the door that can't quite fit.
Yeah, we're gonna arms of Hadar that boy.
Okay.
Also, my movement will go boop.
Strength save. He fails.
Ooh.
That means that can't take reactions until his next turn.
Okay.
And 6
Jeez.
necrotic damage. Wow.
You just tickle him.
If you can't take reactions, I would propose we should go run up to him, slap him, and then run away.
Yeah, that was the benefit of this one. It's not like hot
He-
damage.
Unfortunately, his turn goes right after Biba, though.
So
Yeah, but he can't go through the door, so what's he gonna do?
That's a
He's
good
going to be
point.
going around.
he is going to
Just sits down and starts fucking crying.
he just throws a javelin at Viva.
Ooh.
17 to hit for 15 piercing
he
damage.
is viciously mocked.
Okay, so it's a 15 to hit for 15 damage.
15 does not hit.
Okay.
It hits
So
the
that-
cow in
Thing
the
where she,
head.
like, opens up a hole in her chest and the spear just goes through.
But he only has the one javelin, so now he's sad. Bradalus, it's your turn.
Alright.
Now, can this ogre figure out how to walk around?
Ugh.
I feel like I got to roll to see if it understands how bigger doors work.
Alright, Bradless moved.
Stand
That's all he's
aside,
got.
cow.
Yeah.
Renato,
You're safe, man.
Renato's gonna use his offhand to pull out his hand crossbow and plop off a bolt and fucking miss horribly.
Let's
This is-
try.
Look, this is why I stick to the dick jokes, okay? They usually work. Yeah, that's my turn.
okay. Hiroto.
Seeing this thing has been slowed somewhat by the inky tendrils, he's going to jump into the doorway, bit bop bop this guy, and then dash back into the room.
Okay.
So let's get the bips and the baps and the bops going.
Emily, your
Stab him
computer
in the
die?
chest.
What?
Your computer die? You dropped out of roll 20, it looks like.
My mouse fell.
Ah.
Does that
the
13 hit?
13 hit, yeah.
Okay. So yep, that's stab with a short sword and 2 kicks to the nuggets, and then we're gonna dip back into the room.
Okay. Biba.
Biba is currently reopening roll 20 after her mouse closed it.
Rip.
Okay. I will let you take your turn.
And
Oh, we got-
I'm loading in. Like I was like right there.
The only thing it's going to do is try to hit the wall to open it up, so it won't affect. It won't. He's not going to hit you. So
Alright.
he's going to take a swing with his great club to see if he can tear down this wall.
Tear down this wall.
It does hit,
Does
but
Biba
it's not
still
enough
get
hit.
her attack?
Yeah, you still get your turn. I was just since it didn't like affect
Okay.
any.
Mr. Ogrechev.
Yeah, so it
Biba's
hit the
gonna
wall.
mind sliver again. That's
Okay. Yeah.
Stupid mouse.
Yep, that hits. But yeah, so it takes the 3 damage, but yeah, so when it hits the wall, it does hit and does some damage, but it's not enough to tear down any of the wall, so it's still standing. He still can't get through. Braidless, you're up.
Yeah, Braidless doesn't like this wall either, so he's just gonna like step up.
He's gotta start hitting the other side of it.
I got
Come on,
it,
bro.
bud.
We work together.
That hits.
We must be conducive to honorable combat.
Alright, I'm gonna smite this fool too.
Yep. So 2d8.
Hey,
There you go.
there we go.
All right.
I'll take a step back.
Okay. Renato, you're up.
I'm going to take advantage of the Mind Sliver and throw a Vicious Mockery at him. Just keep Braidless safe. Make a Wisdom save with a minus 1d4.
That hits.
4 Psychic, and he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay. Haruto.
Alright. Let's fuck this boy up. Jump into the doorway again and short sword this boy. Kick
Yeah,
this
just-
boy.
That hits. Okay.
Stomp his
It's
foot.
hilarious that you always
then-
miss the first attack, and then
It's not great. And I will also get the fuck back.
you're like the worst samurai in the world, but you are great at martial arts, my guy.
I'll have you know,
Alright.
I'm not the samurai subclass, so fuck you.
All right.
That's my
Viva,
Japanese doesn't mean he's a samurai.
Viva, you're up.
Technically, he's more of a Ronin, if you...
Well, he's terrible at that too.
Alright, we're gonna arm with Hadar, whatever, again.
Hadar.
Jeez.
I'm just rolling like shit on damage today.
That sucks. That's minimum. Oh man.
1 + 1.
Well,
Diva,
Yeah,
Braidless,
36
rolling shit on damage,
damage.
shakes hands.
and he saves too, so he only takes the 1 damage.
Oh no.
You just.
Alright, I'll just go now. You don't need me, obviously.
You
Oh, it's me from last week. Oh no.
lightly tickle
So
him
he-
with some tendrils.
He's gonna try to tear down this wall again. Okay, so it does hit, and it is enough. So now the door. The door is this big,
Okay.
Okay.
and that will be his turn. I mean, he's not gonna live to go through it, but he did it.
Congrats.
Good work.
Nice
Knock
cut.
I want to do the other thing I haven't gotten to done into yet, I think.
He's actually just trying to make an open floor concept.
Alright,
Really increase the
the
property value.
I'm just gonna use my fire breath.
Okay.
You didn't brush your
so
teeth today, I
let's
see.
When you use your breath weapon,
So
each,
he's dead.
he needs
He
to
has,
make
he, has, he has 2 HP and he got a 6 on his saving throw. He's dead.
Oh yeah, well, seeing as the base is 8, yeah, I think so. 8
So
plus
he's
my
fried-
con, which is a 3 plus
Yeah,
my proficiency.
He's fried to a
which is-
crisp.
Yeah.
Alright, so we are out of
Alright.
initiative now.
Hooray! Let's go find that guy and tell him that we killed stuff.
Nice fucking job, guys. I just wanna line out that we just took out 4 orcs and 2 ogres without taking a lick of damage. Last I checked.
Now, next question is, does anybody have a way to get the bell down?
Hmm.
We have to go up first.
Right, but we do have 4 people and a very strong noble knight ready to catch it. Maybe. I'm kidding. But
Catch!
lower it down gently.
Somebody go get the metal ladder.
All right. Hiroto, let's go and take that ladder. Come on now.
Okay.
Yank
You guys
the
get a
ladder.
ladder.
Beep boop boop ba doop boop. Prop this motherfucker up.
Alright, so yeah. Oh, let me get to the. I guess it helps if I'm on the right page. Okay. Um. All right. So it takes you about a minute, and are either of you working with have proficiency in carpenters or smith's tools?
Fuck no.
Big feller is not among us.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Okay. So it is. You do not get advantage on it then. So
I have
just
a
give.
battle axe.
I have proficiency with calligrapher's set, shogi gaming set, and vehicles land.
You
I
can
don't
play
know what the-
shogi. That's awesome.
Well, I wasn't gonna
So-
take fucking dragon chess.
So it will be a sleight of hand at disadvantage.
Perhaps. Who the fuck's got best of this? I got a plus 3
I've
to
got a
this.
plus
Ooh.
4.
Oh wait,
there you
I
go.
gotta do it. I gotta do it one more time.
Hey!
Holy
Oh,
shit! Fucking
You got something
brainless just with the nimble fingers.
All right. So now give me a strength saving throw to see if you can prevent dropping it once you lose it.
Easy.
Yep. All right. So yeah, you got the bell down, and you're able to safely bring it to ground level.
And while the hard work is being done, Renato is going to slip in and try to fuck with the altar. I cannot help myself.
Okay.
He's going
So
to.
what do you do?
So you said it's floating. It's got a little cat head, and it's got a it's got like a little door.
There is okay. So it is a floating altar. So essentially just a floating box. That is what give out the divination magic.
Right.
And then underneath it, just laying on the ground, basically, is the little cat head rock.
Renato is going to use Mage Hand to disturb the cat rock, just kind of like nudge it to the side.
Okay. Yeah, you nudge it out and it rolls from out underneath the altar, but other than that, nothing happens. Give me.
Nothing happens. Do a saving throw.
No. Give me. I guess. I don't know that you would know what it is. I'll give you a history check to see if you recognize what it is.
Aha!
Okay, yeah. This is a stone of good luck.
That's what I thought.
gimme. So he's going to just roll that towards himself and just kind of palm it with the the mage hand. He's like, for luck. He's gonna keep it on him, and then he's going to try and manipulate the altar from afar.
Is it typical for these altars to do this?
No, not at all, which is why I'm very curious. So when you say it's an altar, it's not like a tabernacle or anything at a church. That's not like got doors or anything. It's nothing.
Correct. It's more like. Let me read exactly what if it gives a better description.
If it's
Or
not
it'll point at the eye that's scratched on it.
that, I'm not too sure. But if you say that's not the iconography of Savras, I am not too
It
sure of myself.
isn't unrelated as I recall, but it is strange to find it here.
I don't. Can I make
It's so it's more of. So the altar is. It's not a sarcophagus or a tomb or anything like that, but it's kind of like that size. Like it's more of a table, like kind of like a table platform. It doesn't, but it's got some odds and ends sitting on it.
right.
So it's more like a table shrine.
Well, I do not know much about Savras. I'm more of a devotee of Mylil, but I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this stone is a good enough reward. No need to disturb the sacred place of another. I mean, if we are in agreement, we have the bell. I mean, have you seen this bell? Man, this is great.
So did your mage hand? Did it do anything with the altar, or you just?
I think he would like after he gets the stone of good luck and like considers it. I don't think he would touch it.
Okay.
Sorry, you can kill me another day.
No, that's fine.
And then we keep pop boop. I assume there's a mechanism here to lower the or raise whatever. Portcullis, go away.
Fezek, the portcullis.
You basically got to bludgeon it because the lever doesn't work anymore. It's fragile. Like it doesn't take any work at all to destroy it because it's frail. Like it's kind of like rusty bars. You just kind of punch through. Like it's fine.
You got those metal feet.
He do. He's just gonna crack bottom of his sandal. Take that.
Praetorus, as you kind of pass by the door where the shrine is, you kind of feel a cold gust coming from the altar, but it's not malicious. Like it's just kind of like a draft.
Seems odd.
And like
Wow.
an obnoxious draft, like a cold draft.
Oh, that's not good. I guess. Can I do a? I don't even know, a religion check.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Fuck.
It's an altar.
Realist looks at it, and it's like he's looking for an unnerving amount of time, and you can hear like the hollow like voices in the background, and like it builds up,
But-
and then like the camera pans in, and he goes, oh, and keeps going.
But the another thing you do notice is kind of with the breeze, you do you can't really discern what it is. Not necessarily because you can't understand it, but it's just like mumbling. But you do know that the mumbling is in Draconic.
Oh, can I just understand it?
If you could hear it, it's kind of like if
it's like
yeah,
thunder.
it's not like that you can't understand what's being said as much as you can't really comprehend. Like they're just kind of mumbling. It's too hard to hear, but you recognize like kind of just the guttural sounds that you know that they're mumbling in Draconic.
Yeah.
That dragon's probably like, you piece of shit, I wanted that. I saw it. I didn't grab it. I was gonna get it. I had dibs.
My stone of good luck.
Yeah. He'll just be like, oh, that was weird.
Also, here's the draft that blew through.
I was wondering what the fuck you were drawing. Yeah, so I got a cute little cat head that gives me, well, I'll have to attune to it on a short rest or whatever, but nice. So yeah, I mean, so now Biba has her own steed, the mighty cow, and also a bell, a giant bell, which I assume we are going to have, like, just rest on the cow. I don't
Can
think...
the cow carry a bell that big?
It's only 50 pounds.
Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how much a cow can carry.
Yeah, I mean, it'll probably give him some back pain, but, I mean, Renato's not carrying it. Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, if the post office says that our carrying weight is 70 pounds and we're all a bunch of pansies, that cow can carry it.
Oh yeah, the cow's like super fine.
Alright. So, we'll take this and, see what the news awaits us at Butterskull Ranch.
And they're like, yeah, they think those orcs are at that church, but be careful of that cursed bell.
We'll pass the bell on to someone else. Hey, and Biba did identify it as being non-magical, so...
It is non-magical.
Fucking,
all right.
Well fucking done, y'all. I'm just saying, that was, like, actually, like, really well coordinated and done. I gotta remember to, like, goad opportunity attacks with Renato more whenever Hiroto is in, melee range. That's a killer fucking little one, too.
I will shut that shit down. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, as you make it to Butterskull Ranch, you're not that far out, so it's pretty easy to do.
Goodbye,
Butterskull Ranch occupies a large plot of land on the north side of the Tribord Trail. Nestled between two hills, so yes, it is in the valley.
God damn it.
Beyond a ramshackle wood fence stands cornfields, an apple orchard, gardens, and pasture land. A path breaks off from the trail to lead to a two-story farmhouse next to a pond. West of the farmhouse are the charred remains of a barn and smithy that have been burned to the ground. So yeah, you're basically coming into this scene, and this is like just their land in general. And over here and over here are completely leveled, like burning, and you kind of see some smoke coming from over this way, but it is not leveled like the rest of it. And you all are coming from the south. And that's where we'll call it.
Yeah,
Unless you guys got something. Yeah.
No. I mean, we'll probably make it to the farmhouse, but we can get that next time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I didn't know if you guys wanted to just make a beeline for there or anything, but I figured this is just a good place.
Yeah, I gotta take a bath and go to sleep.
I gotta pee.
Emily's got to start complaining at some point.
Yeah. No, and this is so. The part you did was completely optional, so so yeah, there's still a bit to this quest. So
Gotcha.
yeah, that's weird.
My God, we're gonna have to make sure the bell is secured.
But yeah,
Nice
fun
and done.
times. I mean, that was a nice little short one because I mean, we goofed off for a while, but I think it was a nice little quick one.
Yeah, it's pretty. I say like, yeah, we go for 3 hours. We go for 2 hours. Because
Y'all go for 3 hours. At the 2-hour mark, I'm like,
because you're a baby.
I'm sorry that I sleep because I work.
I work too, motherfucker. How dare you? No.
I know, but you also sleep because you work. You're getting to the point that you fade earlier and earlier because you are on a schedule.
Yeah. Well, anything for D&D, baby. All right, it was a delightful session. Thank you very much, Isaac. Thank you very much, you guys. I am going to find something to drink because coughing all night is not good for your throat.
Yeah.
We have
I know
strawberry
you're
and milk. Go
We
for it.
do have strawberry milk, and I'm gonna fuck it up.
That sounds like a nightmare with this sore throat, but you have fun.
I absolutely will. All right.
We drink milk like water in this house.
Oh yeah.
That's not the problem. The problem is the sore throat part. But
But milk feels good on throat.
Yeah, it's nice and cold and it's creamy. Okay. What do
Good
you
night,
what good night, buddy? What do you drink whenever you have a sore throat? Dare I ask?
right?
Sprite?
That's the worst.
Gallons of cum, just gallons of cum.
Sprite, this sizzling concoction that like
Back
actively
and forth, just gallons of cum, gallons of cum, gallons of cum.
The
Look,
big
if you have a source for that, good for you. But we don't all have sources.
I was sitting in the other room.
LMAO. God, I wish I could like go buckets. That'd be hilarious. Oh man.
That'd be disgusting.
That's why it would be funny.
Yeah, I never touch you again. Are you kidding me? It'd be like, that could happen. Ew.
What was it that you said during? Oh God, Isaac, we forgot to tell you. During Jackbox, we got the absolute best. What is that game where you have to categorize each other? In what is it called again?
Oh, I know which one you're talking about, but I can't think of it.
We got the best category ever, and we were immediately like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that fucking Isaac isn't here for this." It was all-star lyrics.
Yeah.
Oof.
I believe that Josh was awarded not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Yeah, no, that game, when it was handing out, like, titles, it was, like, just consistently ripping on Josh, and I'm like, God damn!
It was being really, really mean to him, yes.
It's like, you're stupid and bad, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Josh is a big, stupid loser who's bad at sex. Play again.
Oof.
Anyway, I'm gonna go now.
Yeah, I'm scooting.
Bye-bye.
Good night, you guys. Thanks again for playing. I'll see y'all next week.
No problem. See you guys.
Laters.